Ball here tonight. Appreciate everybody joining us, and we should have a fantastic matchup between the Carroll Tigers and Humboldt coming up for you, of course. So we're coming to you live here from the Gatorade broadcast booth, distributed by Pepsi Beverages. Gatorade, helping athletes fuel, recover, and perform. It is a warm night tonight here in Carroll, but I think the players are ready to go here tonight. And Bret Lux joining me for the broadcast tonight. Bret, our second broadcast together.
Yes,
we did week one down in Manning. Now tonight here. I'm excited about this. This right here feels like week one weather, not week three weather.
It does. It's warm out there, and I wouldn't know if it would expect to take a toll on those Carroll Tigers tonight wearing the all black. And you know how that sun works in an all black. It beats down on you. But I still expect to see them coming out energized, ready to play some football. They've been wearing these jerseys now all year, and you think they're going to be ready to come out here firing on all cylinders, and they look good coming out here onto the field.
Yeah, and the Tigers, you just probably heard me talking with Coach Rowetter. I think I don't know if they need the win tonight, but I think it would really be important to get this win tonight, to get that first win of the season, and kind of get that snide. They've played 2 one-score games and lost them both to open the season 0-2, and they know this is going to be a really good team coming in.
Yeah, and like we said, they're a lot better than their 0-2 record shows. Beating a really good team and getting your first one of the season always feels great, no matter what level you're playing. But, yeah, we'll see what they can come out here firing.
And they're getting ready, I think, to do the national anthem. So we are going to, again, step away. We'll be back after the national anthem. We'll take a 3-minute timeout right here on 1380 AM, 95.1 FM, KCIM.
This fall, cozy up with internet that keeps up. With WindSpeed Fiber Internet from Western Iowa Networks, enjoy 1 gig speeds for just $99.99 a month. Perfect for streaming, football, fall shows, and working from home. No lag, no interruptions, just the speed you need all season long. Other speed packages available starting at just $59.99 a month. Call or text 712-775-2946 for details, or visit westinet.com today. Western Iowa Networks, connecting you to what matters for 120 years.
Only Pizza Ranch serves buffet your way.
Don't you mean my way, Mr. Voiceover Guy?
Sure, anyone's way, actually. Request your favorite pizza. We'll make it, bake it, and give you the first slice.
I can add peppers to pepperoni, Stampede on stuffed crust, maybe Texan taco on thin. No tomatoes on my half. How can I convince Mom to let us eat here every night?
It's buffet your way at Pizza Ranch. Say it with me, kid.
Oh, hell no, not again! Has the roof on your home or business been damaged by the recent hailstorm? Does your roof need looked at? Let our hail damage experts at Brinks Exteriors work for you to get you a new roof. Call 712 Roof Pro. We know the last thing you want to do is worry about your biggest investment. Hail happens, but we can fix it. Call Brinks Exteriors now for a free roof inspection. 712 Roof Pro.
These DMACC Carroll campus students are tomorrow's nurses. They're leaders, smart, dedicated, and they care about their community.
My experience in DMACC nursing so far, I get to make a difference in people's lives during their most vulnerable times, and I build friendships along the way.
The interaction between the faculty, staff, and professor with the students are really close. They really help us a lot every time.
Get started today.
Since 1968, Mackey Motors has been serving Lake City and the surrounding communities with new and certified pre-owned vehicles. Mackey Motors is a full-service dealership providing oil changes in our Quick Lube Express bays, a service department with world-class trained technicians, a body shop and collision center with the latest equipment, a full vehicle detailing department, or come talk with one of our highly knowledgeable sales staff.
Recipient of the GM Mark of Excellence Award for 16 years running. Together, let's drive at Mackey Motors in Lake City. MackeyMotors.com.
From footings to framing to finish. For farm, home, or commercial, for more than 90 years, Wall Lake Lumber Company has been proud to help our communities grow. With 4 convenient locations and one of the largest building material inventories in the area, we are sure to be able to fill all your building needs. From project design and estimating to friendly advice, we can't wait to be part of the process for you. Wall Lake Lumber, with locations in Wall Lake, Lakeview, Odebolt, and Carroll. We're not your grandpa's lumberyard.
Mackey Motors at Tailgate rolling on here on 1380 AM, 95.1 FM at KCIM as we come to you live here from the Gatorade broadcast booth distributed by Pepsi Beverages. Gatorade helping athletes feel, recover, and perform. Don't forget as well, you can watch and listen to tonight's game on our CB Sports Network YouTube channel, being brought to you, of course, by Western Iowa Networks. Blazing fast, reliable fiber internet with no data caps. Jeff Blankman, Bret Lux with you here again. We're at the Carroll Athletic Stadium. It is at the Carroll Tigers hosting Humboldt tonight, week 3 of the high school football season. And this is, of course, a non-district game. Brett, does that change the feeling at all, do you think, for the guys? Or it's still a football game. You're Coach Rowetter. They want to win every night.
Exactly. It's not going to change the feeling. You want to come out here and hit those guys just as hard as you'd hit your conference opponents. You're going to want to play the game and still try to win it. Ultimately, I don't think it does much for your playoff picture, but you still want to get as many wins as possible to help you get over that hump. And when you get to the playoffs, they look and give you a nod like, well, they have these many wins over this team has that many wins. So,
and for Carroll, they have absolutely challenged themselves here in the non-conference schedule, the non-district schedule. You had Gilbert, Spencer, tonight Humboldt, and then next week Lewis Central. Every team that they play in the non-district either won their district a year ago or made it to the Dome a season ago. So, you heard Coach Rowe, they knew how tough this schedule was going to be coming in, but this is going to make them better for the district. It's going to make them better if they get into the postseason.
Exactly. I mean, and it's all it is you're playing teams that are really good, and it's just going to make those conference games look a little bit easier, feel a little bit easier, maybe get yourself relaxed a little bit.
For Humboldt, they come in 1-1, lost to Clear Lake in a tight one, beat Spencer, gave up, or I should say, had a couple of defensive scores in that game to be able to help them get that victory. So they're looking to kind of get on a little bit of a roll because this is a team that was at the Dome a year ago. They're looking to say, hey, we really haven't fallen off from last season.
Exactly, and that's a tough thing coming back from the season off the Dome, and a lot of teams saying, oh, it's a hangover season, or it was a lucky strike they got to make it to the Dome. That's a team that gives you kind of motivation. It gives you a chip on the shoulder. It makes you want to get back to there to prove that you're not a one-and-done team.
I'm probably going to jinx it, but both of these teams like to run the football. So if you like old school, line them up, slobber knocker, Iowa State type of football, I think that you're going to enjoy this football game. Now watch it, I say that, and they're going to come out and they're going to spread things out and they're going to chuck it all over the field tonight because I did the radio jinx. But I think this is going to be kind of an old school football game that's going to be won in the trenches.
Yeah, and that's basically where most of your games are won, in the trenches. If you have the better offensive line and you limit your penalties and your turnovers, 99% of the time you're going to win the game. Doesn't matter how good the team is you're matching up against. Is limiting turnovers and mental errors and mistakes and the penalties.
And Coach Rowetter's been happy with the way his offensive line has performed so far this season. Gavin Holt leading them at that guard position. Tanner Hahn also, and Caden Luters playing very well. He's had to mix and match some things due to some injuries, but you heard him say they're happy. That's got to make Carroll feel good going into this one, that they like what they have in the trenches.
Yeah, and like I said, old school football, Big Ten West, your smash mouth football, and winning the game in the trenches is going to be key to winning it.
I'm excited to see Adam Malik, the junior, coming in. 40 carries, 179 yards, a couple of touchdowns. Also a good receiver out of the backfield. 5 catches for 89 yards for him here so far this season. We'll step away, take a break. We'll be back. Starting lineups coming up for you next. You're listening to Carroll Tiger Football here on the Mackey Motors at Tailgate on KCIM, part of the CB Sports Network.
When it comes to life's better when you're under our roof.
Danny dreams fearlessly.
Because when you feel protected,
it's okay.
Your family's free to pursue their dreams.
So are you brave?
I'm brave.
I'm fearless.
I'm fearless.
Bundle life and save up to 25% on home and auto. American Family Insurance.
For details, contact Nicole Unken at Nicole Unken Agency.
Midwest Wholesale is your local building products headquarters. We have everything you need for your smaller home improvements to the building of your home or commercial building. We pride ourselves on giving you top-notch service, quality products with competitive prices. So whether you're a do-it-yourselfer, a contractor, or you just need a little help on a project, Midwest Wholesale is a one-stop resource for all your building needs. Midwest Wholesale, how you want it, when you want it, where you want it, we deliver.
Motor Inn of Carroll is your hometown team for all of your sales, service, parts, and collision needs all season long. From the helpful sales staff to the area's best service department, Motor Inn of Carroll has the expertise that you need to stay on the road and keep that auto investment looking good. From work to play, they have it all. Good luck to all the area teams from Motor Inn of Carroll.
We return you here on the Mackey Motors Tailgate, brought to you by Mackey Motors of Lake City, recipient of the GM Mark of Excellence Award for 16 years running. Together, let's drive at Mackey Motors in Lake City. Check them out online as well at MackeyMotors.com. Don't forget, you can win a sack of groceries from Market on 30 every week during the regular season this football season. Stop in on Market on 30 and sign up to win the sack of the game. A winner announced every Tuesday morning on our KCM Sports Rewind program between 9:30 and 10 o'clock. The Market on 30 in the BP Plaza. Carroll wins the flip of the coin. They have deferred it to the second half. They will be kicking things off here tonight with Kieran Polke. He's got 8 kickoffs so far this year. None of them have gone for touchbacks. For Humboldt, back at deep, it looks like Chase Flaherty. He has returned 2 kicks this year for a 29-yard average. And also Braden Dahl back at deep as well. Actually, nope, that's Cash McIntyre. McIntyre hasn't yet to return one this season. Tigers will be going right to left across your radio dial here to start the ball game. Humboldt in their road white uniforms, the jerseys with the blue pants. Tigers in all black tonight, outlined by some, of course, orange and white. And Humboldt will be going left to right, so they're going to be heading towards the rec center in the first quarter. High end over end kick. It's going to be over towards Flaherty. He's going to let it roll. It'll bound out of bounds at about the 12 or 13-yard line. Humboldt's now got their choice. Do they want to make Carroll kick it again, or are they going to bring it out and take it with pretty good field position? And I see the offense running out onto the field, Brad.
Yep.
I have a feeling they're declining this penalty.
Yep, that's almost one that's kind of a no-brainer. You get great field position here at the 35. It's hard to get a kick return up to the 35.
It is.
So, yeah, it's always a great idea to kind of decline that penalty and get the ball with really good field position.
So we head here to the first possession offensive line for Humboldt tonight. Spetcher Birch, Camden Haggard, Turner Hansen, Cale Donahue, and Jack Guy are the offensive linemen. The receivers and tight ends are Braden Swanson, Chase Flaherty, and Valley Davis, along with Jacob Gears. Jackson Flaherty is the quarterback. Cash McIntyre is the tailback. They're going to fake the handoff to McIntyre, and Flaherty's going to keep it in a little stutter step. Cuts back inside, gets in the Carroll Tiger territory. He's going to dive down to the 49-yard line, a pickup of 16 on the play, and that was really good ball handling for him on first down.
Yeah, he was able to drop back and see they were in a cover zero there and be able to make the run and get about 16 yards on a carry.
Defense for the Tigers tonight. Ty Mulbauer, Kieran Polking, the defensive ends. The down linemen, Gavin Holt and Caden Looters. We'll give you the rest of the defense here in just a moment. Shotgun formation for Humboldt. McIntyre lined up to the left. 2 wide receivers to the left, 2 to the right as well. So 4 split out. Flaherty wants to throw. Pressure comes from Polking up the middle. That was Kearing. He's going to throw it away as he gets outside of the pocket. They're looking for a receiver downfield. I think there was somebody in the area, but that is going to be an incomplete pass.
Yeah.
It'll bring up second down now and at 10 to go. Let's give you the rest of that starting defense for Carroll. Quentin Polking at linebacker, along with Michael Rowetter and Landon Peterson. The cornerbacks are Lincoln Burke and Matt Collison, and the safeties Chase Schabel and Cooper Vincent. Shotgun formation again for Humboldt. The Wildcats going to hand it off to McIntyre. His first carry off the left side. He'll fall down inside the 45 as he falls forward down. Nope, they're going to give him just the 45-yard line. A pickup of 4 going to bring up third down and 6. And if you are Carroll, this is what you want. Third, and you call this long.
Yeah, it's 3rd and 6 here on your own 45 here. It's get the stop here. You get the ball back here.
Maple Valley Anthenoto scoring right away against ESAC tonight. They're up 7-0. Shotgun formation again for Flaherty. McIntyre lines up to his left. He's got trips in the slot on the left side. They fake the handoff again to McIntyre, and Flaherty with good speed finds the edge, cuts back, and he gets tackled down inside the 35 down to the 33-yard line. So a pickup of about 12 on that play, and that's going to move the chains. And right now the defense struggling with the quickness of Flaherty, and he's doing a nice job of kind of hiding that ball for a long time.
Yeah, and he's really quick. The biggest thing is he's agile, and he's a little bit of a smaller guy, so he's able to make guys miss and use his frame to just be sneaky with the ball.
Yeah, 5'10", 160, 17 carries for 21 carries, 50 yards coming into tonight, but 2 carries for 28 yards tonight. Again, shotgun formation for Flaherty. McIntyre to his right. They're going to hand it off to him. He just get a power forward, ran over a Tiger, and falls down at around the 25-yard line. That's a punishing 7-yard run for him. It's going to bring up second down and around 4 to go. And right now, the Carroll defense seems to be back on their heels just a little bit.
Yeah, just kind of a little bit of nerves on this first drive here, so let's see if they can knock them out here.
Ball over on the right hash mark. Griffin Glenn with a touchdown early as Kemper has jumped up 7-0 tonight down at Shenandoah over on KKRL. Flaherty again out of the shotguns. Got McIntyre to his right. They'll line up the other Flaherty over the right side, and that is a great diving catch. Coming up with the football was Valley Davis, his 6th catch of the year. He is going to dive and fall down at around the 10-yard line, so a pickup of 15. That was an outstanding catch. He had to kind of just lunge forward for that one.
Yeah, and it looks like the quarterback there kind of threw it right where no Tigers were able to get to it, and using that wide receiver with a bigger frame on him, too.
Good offensive drive here for Humboldt to start with. Flaherty again looking over to the sidelines, waiting for the call. He'll come out of the shotgun. McIntyre to his left. He's got trips in the slot on the left side. They hand it off to McIntyre, and he dances his way. Did he get into the end zone? I haven't seen the signal yet, and there it is. And there is a 10-yard run for McIntyre, and Humboldt strikes on their first possession of the ballgame.
10-yard touchdown run.
A 10-yard touchdown run will make it a 6-0 ball game at 9:02 to go here, pending the extra point. Now, Carson Rubel, 6 of 6 on PATs. You were watching him in the pregame. You said he's got a leg on him.
He's got a leg. He was hitting them there about 45 yards out, and that's amazing for a high school kicker.
So Humboldt marches right down the field. 7-play, 65-yard drive, capping it off with Cash McIntyre's first rushing touchdown of the season. And there is a extra point up and good. And Humboldt has taken a 7-0 lead. Brett and I are back in 1 minute. Tigers down 7-0. Score updates brought to you by Your Road, Your Team, Your Motor Inn. We're back in 1 minute here on KCIM.
Family owned and operated since 1948. Quant Auto Salvage is the area's best full-service scrap facility. Whether you are looking to sell scrap iron, vehicles, or batteries, or you need to locate that difficult-to-find part for your vehicle, they have what you need. And if it isn't in stock, they can locate it with their nationwide parts database, or you can pull it yourself at their You Pull It. Quant Auto Salvage. They sell the best and recycle the rest on Kitty Hawk Avenue in Carroll.
Olson's Outdoor Power is your one-stop service and equipment shop for all things outdoor. We sell the best power sports products in the business, from Polaris, Can-Am, Sea-Doo, and Ski-Doo, trailers to tackle any job from H&H, Triton, and Wilson, and we continue to lead the way in lawn and garden equipment with great products from Exmark, Dixie Chopper, Husqvarna, Cub Cadet, Steel, and Echo. Add factory-trained technicians in 2 locations, and it's easy to see why Olson's Outdoor Power is the leader in all things outdoor. Olson's Outdoor Power, your one-stop service and equipment shop with locations in Atlantic and Carroll.
Rubel to kick it off here for Humboldt as the Wildcats strike on their opening possession. High end-over-end kick. Traven Childress will take it in the end zone for the touchback. So the Tigers with their first possession, and I think they need to at least move the ball, pick up some first downs here. I don't know if they need to punch one in. It's still early in the ballgame, but I think the offense has got to be on the field for a little while.
Exactly. Kind of give your defense a second to get their breath, catch their breath, and get a second to relax. I mean, they just went through a long drive right there. So if you're able to move this ball and give your defense a chance to kind of catch their breath again, and you don't need all 7 here. 3 would help too, but just give your guys a second to catch their breath and a break.
Caden Luters, Ethan Allen, Tanner Hahn, Brody Daniel, Gavin Holt across the front 5. Matt Collison, Chase Schable, and Moyer Olberding are the other tight ends and wide receivers are going to hand it off, and that is the tailback, Adam Malik. He found some running, breaks a couple of tackles, keeps fighting, and gets out past the 25, out to the 27. About the last 4 of that was second and third effort from him as he was hit and spun around at about the 23 and just kept fighting. Malik, again, the junior running back, 5'11", 185. He's got 40 carries, 179 yards, a couple of touchdowns coming into the night. You've got Kieran Polking joining him in the backfield with Camden King at quarterback. The down linemen, as they go 3-3 stack, it is Brody Hendricks, Jack Guy, and Dane Clark will give you the rest of the defense after this second down and 3 play from the Tiger 28-yard line. Ball on the left hash mark. King out of the shotgun, hands it off again to Malik. He is going to be stood up this time maybe a yard gain. They're going to move him out to about the 28. They were at the 27, so ball out to the 28. And that's going to bring up a third down now and about 2 to go. The rest of the defense, the linebackers here are Jacob Gears, Griffin Grote, Braden Swanson, Cale Donahue, and Nash Palmer. Your cornerbacks and safeties tonight, Chase Flaherty and Zane McIntyre, and then Valley Davis is the safety. And as usual, Camden King, the Tiger quarterbacks, as long as Craig Rowetters been the head coach, run to the sidelines to get the play and then run back in. They put a lot of yardage in every night.
Yep.
This time King going under center. 2 guys lined up behind him. They're going to hand it off to the second guy. That's Malik, and he's going to pick up the first down. Spins out past the 30. Nice blocking off that right side led by Gavin Holt. And he'll get out to the 35-yard line, a pickup of 7. So a good answer here so far for the Tigers. First down and 10 at their own 35-yard line. What worked on that play?
Well, there they were able to not get 2 guys on him right away there. That first and second run, he had to have 1 guy trying to tackle him. And that second run he had in the middle there, 3 guys were able to tackle him there.
Our Culver's player of the game, of course, coming up in the postgame tonight. I'll get a picture of our player of the game, get it up on the banner up on the CB Sports Network website, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram pages. Lincoln Burke is going to split out to the right. Tigers in an offset set in the backfield. 2 guys behind King. He's going to hand it off to the fullback. And fighting his way forward is Michael Rowetter. And Rowetter going to pick up maybe 2 yards out to the 37-yard line. First carry of the night for Rowetter. Rowetter coming in with 2 carries for 4 yards. He's that old school kind of fullback that just kind of gets those tough physical yards.
Yeah, and you got a guy that can get you 2 yards every carry. That's exactly what you need. You look at a goal line situation where you need to punch the ball in, and you got a guy that will pick up those 2 yards, and you're perfect.
King again comes over to the sidelines. Humboldt standing there 3-3-5. Jack Guy, the nose guard, comes in at 6'2", 255, so pretty good size there in the middle. Burke again's going to split out to the right. You've got Kieran Polking in the slot here on the left side. 2 guys in the backfield behind King. They'll hand it off to Malik, trying the left side, cuts it back into the middle. Tigers winning the battle up front.
Yes,
He'll pick up the first down out to the 46-yard line at a gain of 9, needed 8, and picked up 9, 4 carries, 24 yards for Malik here to open up the game.
Yeah, their offensive line is plain and simple, getting 5 yards, pushing these guys about 5 yards back, and when you can't tackle up front and you got a big guy like Malik carrying the ball, it's hard for those smaller guys in your secondary to wrap him up and bring him down.
Tigers will have the ball in the middle of the field. King started back onto the field, now turns around and keeps talking with Coach Rowetter. He'll get the call. Still 20 on the play clock, so plenty of time. Tigers able to kind of chew up some clock doing this as well. We're down to 5:35 to go here in the first quarter. Humboldt only threw the 2 passes on their opening drive. Burke again going to split out to the right. Polking in the slot left side. Malik and Rowetter in the backfield. This time King wants to throw. He throws it out. It's completed to Burke in the flat. Humboldt quick to cover that, but still a nice little pickup. That's almost kind of like a running play in the pass game.
Exactly.
He's going to gain 5 across midfield to the 49-yard line, and that's going to bring up second down now and 5 to go.
And what the let me get the quarterback's name again. Overmore, right?
No. Camden King.
Camden King. Well, he did a great job there of seeing the D-back backed off the wide receiver. He was able to quickly throw it and get to him. Got the ball out of his hand exactly how fast it needed to be.
So King again going to head over to the sidelines. He'll come back in with the play. Clock running, 4:48 to go. Humboldt up 7-0. Our score updates again brought to you by Your Road, Your Team, Your Motor Inn. Don't forget you can watch and listen to this one on the CB Sports Network YouTube channel. Hand off to Malik, and Malik is going to be hit and spun backwards. They're going to give him the line of scrimmage. Carroll fans probably wanting the fact that he broke away, but I think that was after the whistle. And that was probably the best defensive play against Carroll here so far. It's going to bring up 3rd now and 5. This is not the kind of distance that Carroll really wants for their 3rd downs.
No, 3rd and 5, it's a big pickup there, and you're right around your own 50, 49-yard line there. So it's kind of in a no man's land, as I always called it there. You really don't want to punt the ball here. You kind of want to get something out of this when you get on your own side of the field.
I want to thank Megan Berger down running our video broadcast here this evening. Chase Shable going to split this time out to the right. King comes out in the shotgun. Polking in the slot to the right side. Malik will line up to the right of King. He's going to drop straight back. They come with pressure. Just a fourth guy. He'll scramble out. Now the pressure comes. He's going to be hit. Tries and spins away. Kept his balance as it looked like he was going to go down. Now he's going to take off. Got a block out in front. He's going to pick up the first down inside the 30, all the way down to the 28-yard line. A pickup of 21 on the play. On a play, Brett, that it looked like he was going to be sacked back at around his own 40.
And he, plain and simple, just spun out of that sack and was able to run. And he kept his feet. He was falling down, put his right arm down and kept himself up and got a wall of blockers. I was all right there on the offensive line. Great job of seeing that he was up and moving all 3-4 guys in front of him, kind of getting a wall of blockers.
Caden Luter's the guy that had the big block. We do have a flag. Let's see if we can hear the ref. Okay. So an illegal block below the waist, and that's going to go on Humboldt. The guy that almost had the sack was Brody Hendricks. He had already had one tackle for a loss this season and had him wrapped up, but tried to spin him down, and it was a great job by King to just keep his balance, put his hand down, and kept himself up. So that block below the waist is going to move the ball all the way down to the 14-yard line. So that's going to be a 15-yard penalty against Humboldt here, and the Tigers' drive continues. 3:36 to go in the first quarter of play. Shable will split out to the right, Polking in the slot on the right side. King out of the shotgun with Malik lined up to his left. Ball near the left hash mark. Humboldt's got 4 guys at the line of scrimmage, 3 down linemen, 1 guy standing up. They'll give it to Polking on the counter. He'll fall forward down to the 11. A pickup of about 3 on the play. And it's going to bring up a second down now. We'll call it 7 yards to go. First carry tonight for Polking.
Yeah, Polking's a big kid in the backfield there, and they did a great job of wrapping up and getting him below the waist. Those bigger guys, you can't tackle them up high. You'll just bounce right off you.
And this is a great opening drive for Carroll, and a nice answer here to what Humboldt did on their opening drive.
Yeah, they are just slowly taking away this clock, too, from them. Very slow, methodic, beautiful drive right here.
9th play of the drive coming up. Burke and Shable will split out to the right. King in the shotgun again with Malik lined up to his right. Polking was the tight end on the right side. He's going to look to throw. He's got Malik. It's through at fingertips. Almost intercepted and then dropped. Are they going to call it intercepted? They will not. I see the official stepping in and saying incomplete. But almost coming up with that interception was Nash Palmer. It would have been his first of the season. Brett, he had it in his hands, but then I think Malik reached in and knocked it away before he could secure it.
That's exactly what he did. I was looking for Malik's number there to make sure I got the right name there. But, yeah, he was able to get in there and knock that ball away, almost played defensive back on the offensive side of the ball.
Had Malik out in the flat. If he'd have caught it, it wouldn't have been a big gain, but it would have brought up third and about 3 or 4. Now they face a 3rd and 7. Clock is stopped with 2:35 to go here in the first quarter. Burke comes over. He's going to line up along with Shable to the left. Ball on the left hash mark, and you could tell Carroll was a little confused. Guys were lining up about 5-6 yards behind the line of scrimmage. So coach going to call the first timeout. Timeout on the field. 7-0 Humboldt. We're back in 30 seconds. Again, in our score updates brought to you by Your Road, Your Team at Your Motor Inn. Back in 30 seconds here on KCIM.
St. Anthony Regional Hospital, the regional leader in healthcare, dedicated to improving the health of the people they serve. At St. Anthony Regional Cancer Center, you'll find the convenience of cancer and oncology consultation and treatment in one convenient location. At St. Anthony Clinic, you'll find a team of doctors and nurses that care about you and your family's health. St. Anthony Clinic is devoted to comprehensive healthcare for people of all ages. For every stage of life, always look to the cross. Always St. Anthony.
Audubon with a quick strike down against Arweva tonight at home. The Wheelers leading the Rockets in a local matchup 8-0. We also have the Kemper game with Shenandoah. That's over on KKRL tonight. We've got IK Manning at South Central Calhoun. That game on Kick 106.7. Tigers facing a 3rd and 7 from the Wildcat 11-yard line. Ball over on the left hash mark. Shable going to split to the left. Tigers will have Ty Molbauer as the tight end on the right side. Polking going to line up behind him in the slot. Malik to the right of King out of the shotgun. They're going to keep it with King, and King with a nice run, going to be just shy of the first down. Gets down near the 5-yard line. Needed 7. Picked up about 5.5 to 6. And now it's pretty much decision time here for Coach. Do you go for it? and try and get the touchdown, or do you try and get Kieran Polking his second field goal of the year? He's 1 of 1 for 26 yards. I think they're going for it here on 4th and about a yard.
And that's not the wrong call at all.
Nope.
If you don't get it, you pin them back deep in their own area. But if you do get it, you get another life.
So 4th and 1, ball in the middle of the field. Burke going to split out here to the left, Polking in the slot on the right side. Malik and Rowetter in behind King, who's under center. They're going to hand it off. No, King just squirts through the line and picks up the first down. I thought he was going to turn and hand it off to Rowetter, and then he just kind of darted. What he did was he took a step to his right and then just darted through the line, a pickup of 3 on the play, going to move the chains. It'll be first down and goal, 12th play of this drive coming up.
And what that does there is it kind of makes your defensive line back up a little bit and gets them prepared for the handoff, but excellent fake out there and just be able to get about 3 yards on that carry.
Low guy always wins there, and Carroll was definitely the low team on that snap.
And for a team with their size and their height, that's very impressive to get how low they get.
Play clock down to 18. Tigers just breaking the huddle. Minute 20 to go first quarter. 7-0 Humboldt. Burke going to split out to the left. Polking in the slot right side. Rowetter lines up behind King, who's under center. Got Malik back there with him. They're going to hand it off to Rowetter, and he goes in for the 2-yard touchdown run. Second carry here tonight. You mentioned it. When you need 2 yards, he's the perfect guy. And Mr. Rowetter with a touchdown there has cut the Tigers' deficit 7-6, pending the extra point. Minute 8 to go here in this first quarter play. And Kieran Polking going to come in to attempt the extra point. Polking has not, he's 1 of 2 in extra points here tonight. And of course they line up like they're not going to kick, and then they shift into the kicking formation. I didn't think they were going to go for 2 in that situation. Looking to tie this football game up. The snap's down, the hold is up, the kick is there, it is good, and we are tied at 7-7. 1:08 to go here in the first quarter. Brett and I are back in 1 minute here on the CB Sports Network and on the CB Sports Network YouTube channel, part of the CB Sports Network, and KCIM back in 1 minute.
People want and deserve more comfort, efficiency, and reliability, both in their homes and places of work. Dries Company will be there to meet these challenges, whether we are designing a new system or servicing your existing equipment. We are a rapidly growing company that strives to meet and exceed all your expectations. No matter if you are looking to buy new appliances or need the help from one of our certified technicians, we are here for you. We pride ourselves in our installation and service. Dries Company, servicing the Carroll area since 1933.
For over 50 years, Pringer Slumberland has been your trusted destination for all things furniture and flooring. Hi, it's Matt Pringer, third generation in our family-owned business. We understand the importance of creating spaces where memories are made and cherished. Our commitment to quality craftsmanship, personalized service, and unbeatable value has made us a staple in the community. Pringer Slumberland is more than just a furniture store. We're part of your community, and when you shop with us, you're not just furnishing your home, you're investing in the livelihood of your neighbors. Pringer Slumberland, Highway 30 West in Carroll.
Braden Dahl on the kick return. We've got a flag laying it around the Wildcat 37-38 yard line. The return was out to the 24. It came in behind the play. We're going to see what the penalty is. They're talking to the Tigers, so more than likely this may go against Humboldt. And that's where it looks like they're going to mark it. Just see if it's the 5 or the 10-yard variety here and what the call is. Holding going to be the call, so that should cost them 10 yards. A mark it from the 24 should go back to about the 14-yard line. And that is where they will spot it, 1st and 10. So Humboldt, great field position on their first drive. They started at their own 35. They've got a minute 4 to go here in the first quarter in a tie ball game. And they're starting this time, Brett, at their own 14-yard line.
Yeah, for those of you watching on our broadcast, what you might have saw there is that they moved Polking over to the far hash mark away from us to kind of prevent him from kicking that ball out of bounds, give him an extra few yards to play with when kicking that ball off.
Flaherty will come out in the shotgun. He's got 2 guys back there with him. McIntyre lines up to his left, and we've got movement up front. Jumping is Chase Flaherty, who is split out here wide to the right. So that's going to be another penalty on Humboldt, and that'll cost them another 5 yards. Their 3rd penalty already here in the first quarter for 30 yards. And you got to wonder, this is game 3. Coach can't be too happy about that many penalties here early on.
No, and like I said in the pregame show, you got to limit your penalties. And if you don't limit your penalties and your mental mistakes, it's going to be tough to win a football game.
So that's going to bring up now first down and 15. Audubon just going up 14-0. Now 14-7 as our Weaver scores. So the Rockets hanging close there. That one late in the first quarter. Here we're a minute 3 away from the end of the first quarter. They're going to hand the football off. Nope. This time Flaherty again going to keep it, and he does not go anywhere. Did a nice job of faking that handoff to Jackson Kirchhoff and ended up not gaining anything and actually lost maybe a little bit of yardage. And that's going to be a loss back to around the 8-yard line, 7-yard line, so a loss of about 2 on the play.
If you're the Tigers offense, you're kind of biting, you're chomping at the bits, you're waiting to get back out there.
Flaherty out of the shotgun. McIntyre going to line up to his right. Now they'll move him over to the left. And actually, that's Kirchhoff in the backfield with him. He's got trips out to the left, wants to throw, backs up into the end zone. Now going to scramble. They didn't do a good job of keeping the pocket in there, but coming up from his safety spot is Lincoln Burke to get him down. But again, going to get out to about the 13-yard line, so a pickup of 5. Going to bring up third down. We'll still call it about 11 to go. Burke did a nice job coming up that time and going low. The only problem is you got to keep your head up as the first quarter comes to an end because Flaherty's really good at sidestepping you at the last moment. We're through 1 quarter of play. We are tied at 7 apiece. Our scores again brought to you by Your Road, Your Team, Your Motor Inn. 7-7 our score, second quarter, 1 minute away here on 1380 AM, 95.1 FM, KCIM.
This fall, cozy up with internet that keeps up. With WindSpeed Fiber Internet from Western Iowa Networks, enjoy 1 gig speeds for just $99.99 a month. Perfect for streaming, football, fall shows, and working from home. No lag, no interruptions, just the speed you need all season long. Other speed packages available starting at just $59.99 a month. Call or text 712-775-2946 for details or visit westinet.com today. Western Iowa Networks, connecting you to what matters for 120 years.
Yep. Can't give him the opportunity to run.
Only Pizza Ranch serves buffet your way.
Don't you mean my way, Mr. Voiceover Guy?
Sure, anyone's way, actually. Request your favorite pizza. We'll make it, bake it, and give you the first slice.
I can add peppers to pepperoni, Stampede on stuffed crust, maybe Texan taco on thin. No tomatoes on my half. How can I convince Mom to let us eat here every night?
It's buffet your way at Pizza Ranch. Say it with me, kid.
Stadium board here imploring the Carroll fans to get loud here. Humboldt facing a 3rd and 11 from their own 14-yard line. Ball over on the right hash mark. Flaherty out of the shotgun. He's got Kirchhoff in the backfield with him. He's got trips out here to the left. More than likely going to want to throw. He is going to roll out. Mulbauer tried to keep him in the pocket, unable to do so. Now he rolls back into the end zone, scrambles back to the right. We may have had a block in the back. He finds a receiver downfield and making the catch and maybe picking up the first down is Swanson. But did we get a block in the back? It looked like it. I don't see any flags out on the field, but the gain, I think, is going to be enough to get a first down out to the 26-yard line. They needed 11 and picked up 12.
Yeah, it surely looked like a block in the back there, but they got a lot of better view than we do up here.
Yeah, he maybe got him on the side, but Polking looked like he had a bead Kieran, and all of a sudden he just went flying forward. Usually that means you got hit in the back. Ball at the 26-yard line. Flaherty again out of the shotgun. 2 guys back there with him. Hands it off to McIntyre, who was lined up to his left. He'll fall forward out near the 28-yard line. A pickup of 2 on the play, and it is going to bring up right now 2nd down and 8 to go.
This defensive front for the Carroll Tigers is doing a great job of not getting pushed back and giving them extra yards. They're staying right up there to where the ball is snapped at, the original line of scrimmage.
Maple Valley Anthony Charter Oak Ute leading 21-0 on East Sac at the end of the first quarter. Flaherty keeps it, trying to get the edge. He'll get the corner. He's going to have a first down and more as he's going to get knocked out of bounds by Matt Collison, but not before he gets out to the 42-yard line. A pickup of 14 on the play, and you can hear the Tiger crowd in front of us. I don't know what they're upset with, but they're frustrated, and you can tell.
They're calling for another block in the back there on right up to where the tackle was made, and that one was close, but again, those guys, the refs out on the field, actually have a way better view than us, believe it or not.
Yeah, they absolutely do. Flaherty again out of the shotguns. Got Kirchhoff lined up to his right. Trips split to the right. Ball on the left hash mark. There's the snap. He'll drop back. Pressure comes. He's got plenty of time as the Tigers brought 4, but didn't really get any pressure until late. The ball is incomplete. He was looking for McIntyre over on the Humboldt sideline, the far side of the field at around the 46, 47-yard line. It'll fall incomplete. He has 2 of 4 here tonight for 27 yards, but it is going to bring up now 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, and like we're seeing here again, the front line for the Carroll Tigers are doing a great job of getting in the backfield and disrupting the play. A sack isn't always going to be the best case scenario. Sometimes even just being back there in that quarterback's face will disrupt the play just enough.
Audubon gets another score. They're up 22-7 now on Arweva. Flaherty out of the shotgun. He's got a running back on each side. He'll hand it off to Kirchhoff, and Kirchhoff hit in the backfield. Great pressure coming on the edge that time. Going to try and catch the number that got there and got that pressure. And it looks like Kieran Polking, number 7, maybe the guy that got in there and got that pressure. Actually, that was at number 9, Mason Stitz, who got in there and got that pressure. The tackle back to the 39-yard line. That's a loss of about 4. Let's make it a loss of 3 on the play. It'll bring up 3rd down now and 13 to go. 8th play of the drive coming up. 9:50 to go in the first half.
Yeah, and there's about 3 Carroll Tigers back there eligible to make a play.
Flaherty out of the shotgun, 2 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right, wants to go deep, and he does, but he throws it. The receiver that time was Chase Flaherty. He wasn't looking. The ball would have been catchable if he'd have been looking because he could have made an adjustment, but it'll fall incomplete in a punting situation. So good adjustments by Carroll defensively after giving up that long drive in the first drive. The first possession, they really shut him down on that drive.
Exactly, yeah, and right there in that last play, Burke almost came up with the interception. Looks like he looked over the wrong shoulder first before, and by the time he got turned back around, that ball hit the ground.
Humboldt did hurt themselves with a couple of penalties, including the one on the kickoff. They will punt the football away. Carson Rubel, 5 punts, averaging 37 yards per punt on the season. Childress is back deep for Carroll. Pressure comes from Stitz up the middle. And calling for the fair catch is Chase Schabel, actually, who is back. He bobbles it, but able to fall on it. We've got a flag out on the field. He was able to fall on the ball at around the 23-yard line, but we'll have to wait and see what this penalty is going to be. 9:35 to go here in this first half of play.
Not really sure. I didn't see anybody around that area where the flag was thrown.
Yeah, I didn't either. It was kind of where where Schabel was catching the ball. It looks like they're going to back Carroll up. So did we get a block in the back for somebody that was coming down to maybe make the play if Schabel was going to take off running? I haven't seen the official call yet. There it is. Block in the back, or holding call, I should say. Holding call. And that'll move Carroll back. They'll mark it from around the 23. Should go back to the 13. Now they're bringing the ball back out, and I think they maybe lost track of where they were supposed to start from, so it should start at the 23, and then it should be a 10-yard penalty back to the 13-yard line. And there they start to mark it, and that is going to be where they put it, at the 13-yard line. That is where Carroll will have it, 1st down and 10.
You got great eyes, Jeff. You know that?
Well, I'm nice and high up here, and the glasses work well for a distance. It's that short stuff that seems to be a little bit of a problem right now. Again, our Culver's Player of the Game coming up in the postgame. Don't forget to sign up for our free sack of groceries. You can win a sack of groceries from Market on 30. Just go down, sign up, tune in to Rewind Tuesday mornings between 9:30 and 10 o'clock. We'll announce who our winner is and also who had the sack of the game. Tiger's going to hand it off to Adam Malik. He'll fight his way out past the 15 to the 17. That's going to be a 4-yard gain. It'll bring up 2nd down and 6. And if you're Carroll, you'll take 4 yards every play in that ground game. It chews up clock, and you're going to get first downs, and you're going to get yourself in good shape.
After 3 carries, you get first downs. I think 4 yards a carry is almost any coach you ever look anywhere will be extremely happy with a guy averaging 4 yards a carry.
Kemper up 21-0. End of the first. At South Central Calhoun, IK Manning tied at 7 end of the first, and Exiro Corn Kimballton on top of Coon Rapids Bayard 22-8 at the end of the first quarter. Tigers will split 2 out to the left. Looks like Burke and Schabel. They'll snap it back. They're going to throw it. It's complete out to Schabel. Schabel makes the first guy miss, gets out past the 20, makes the second guy miss, spins away from the third guy, but ends up being out of bounds. He's going to get it out to the 26-yard line, a pickup of 9 on the play, and that is going to be a first down for the Carroll Tigers. Schabel with some nifty running that time, his 4th catch of the season.
Yeah, real shifty there. It's making guys miss him there. Like you said, it's almost that run out of the pass run almost out of the back. Smoke screen, you can call it if you want to call it that. And he was able to get 10 yards on that.
Yeah, and I think if you're coach, you're really trying to keep King throwing some of those confidence-building throws, those short passes. It's his first year starting, so you want to get him really confident. Do want to give a shout-out to one of the great coaches I've ever covered, Mr. Tyler Edwards, a Carroll graduate from 1988, tuning in, listening to the ball game tonight. They hand it off to Adam Malik, and he's going to slip a couple of tackles to find his way out past the 35. Going to be just past the 35, so they'll give him a gain of about 9 on the play. It'll bring up second down and about 1 to go. Fourth play of the drive coming up. But the Tigers winning the battle up front on offense again here on their second possession.
Oh, and they're winning on defense, too, both ends of the ball. And plain and simple, that's what we said. It's going to come to your winner today is who's going to win the battles in the trenches.
Tigers taking their time in the huddle again. King still over talking to Rowetter. Play clock is down to 15, and now he's going to sprint out to the huddle. They'll probably break the huddle with about 10 to go. Shable will split out to the right. Malik will line up to the left of King. Play clock down to 2. He'll take the snap, hands it off to Malik, and this time he is met right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. We mentioned it, Jack Guy, the nose tackle, and he said, you know, you just ran that play here a moment ago. I'm not going to let you run it up my hole again, and able to stop him. It's going to bring up 3rd and 1.
What I'm really impressed with there is how they were able to get that play off and get everything moving so quick. They had about 8 seconds left on the play clock by the time he got that offense set. And you don't know how insanely impressive that is until you're actually in that kind of situation.
Yeah, and that's a tough one for a D lineman to win there. And I'm sure that Tanner Hahn going to be frustrated to give up that tackle there. Tigers will come back out, ball near the left hash mark. Shable will split to the right. King under center. Got McIntyre lined up, and they're going to keep it with King. And he is just so good at taking one step to his right and then just darting out there. He's going to get out to the 38-yard line, a pickup of 3. And that is going to move the chains for the Tigers. His quickness is what makes that play so effective.
Yeah, he gets up to 0 to 100 right away almost. He takes 2 steps, and he's going full speed. And as a defensive lineman, you're looking up, and he's right next to you or running right by you. Hey, what do you do?
Yep, and I think part of that is this. Coach talked about he's one of the fastest guys on the field, and you saw it there. He has just got that blazing quickness, and it's off of that very first step. 22-7 again, Audubon over Arweva tonight. That's the end of the first quarter. Here we're already, I would say, late in the second quarter.
Yeah.
King out of the shotgun. Malik back there with him. He's going to go out into the flat. They're going to throw it out, and he is hit immediately, breaking on the play, and Malik's going to be slow getting up on that one. As Nash Palmer read that one beautifully, he held on to it, but he took a shot right in the back, and he's laying on the field right now. Hopefully that young man's going to be all right.
Yeah, I was hoping for the best here. Maybe some wind knocked out of him here. Great pass there. He was able to find the open receiver and throw it right in the breadbasket there.
So they're talking to Malik out on the field. Steve Shable right away out there. So is Eric Noggle.
Cody Wardell.
And Cody Wardell out there as well. They're checking on their star running back. And hopefully the young man, again, I don't think it's anything severe. I think, like you said, he might have just kind of got jolted and got the wind knocked out of him, and he's starting to try and sit himself up here. But that's one of those where, and it's nothing wrong with the tackle. Swanson came in, put that shoulder right in the lower part of the back, trying to knock him and the ball loose from each other, and hit him right as the ball got there, and just a really good, strong tackle. But that's that spot that can kind of catch you a little bit if you're the receiver.
Yeah, your back plate only goes as far, kind of hit him right below where there's almost no padding there.
Yep.
And when you get a shoulder pad to there, it doesn't feel good.
It doesn't feel good. So Malik will have to come out for a play. Tigers may have burned a timeout here as they're over talking with Coach Rowetter. What has stood out for you here so far? We're almost at halftime, so what's standing out for you so far?
I think if we had a clock to check the time of possession, that's a big thing right now. Carroll Hyatt is eating up this clock, and they're moving the ball downfield while doing that. They're taking 4, 5, 6 yards of play. And that, point and simple, is going to let you win football games along with a great offensive line
Camden King trying to keep it on second down there, and a good job by the defense. It was just a quarterback keep to the left side. He was sweeping with it, and they hit him and bring him down at the 38-yard line, a loss of 2 And that is going to bring up now third down, probably a throwing situation, third and about 10, as they got to get out to their own 48-yard line to pick up that first down. So third, we'll call it a long 10. You mentioned time of possession. Their first drive took almost 8 minutes. It was 7 minutes, 57 seconds. They started this drive with 9:35 to go in the second quarter. We're down almost to that time now at the 4-minute mark. So they've almost had it for 5 minutes here on their second possession of the game.
Who needs a stopwatch when you got the Jeff Blankman next to you?
We've got a timeout on the field called by head coach Craig Rowetter. We'll step away and take a break. We're back in 30 seconds. It is 7-7 between Humboldt and Carroll. And our score updates again brought to you by Your Road, Your Team, Your Motor Inn.
Oh, hell no, not again. Has the roof on your home or business been damaged by the recent hailstorm? Does your roof need looked at? Let our hail damage experts at Brinks Exteriors work for you to get you a new roof. Call 712 Roof Pro. We know the last thing you want to do is worry about your biggest investment. Hail happens, but we can fix it. Call Brinks Exteriors now for a free roof inspection. 712 Roof Pro.
If you want to know what's going on with all of our football games in our area and our area districts, we got KC Miners, Todd Danner, and Craig Lux. They're all back at the office right now collecting scores and going on our New Way Forward live scoreboard page. I know KC came in early tonight to get that going. As we get scores reported to us from all of our teams in our area districts, we update that website so it's kind of a live scoreboard as the night is going on. And then, of course, we got the New Way Forward scoreboard show with those three guys coming up tonight from 10 to midnight here on KCM and Kick 106.7. Third and 10 for the Tigers. Ball near the left hash mark. King out of the shotgun, wants to roll to his left. And he is going to throw that one away as pressure came in off of the edge. So both offenses, Brett, had really good first drives. Carroll started a really good second drive, but Brody Hendricks there came in, able to put that pressure on. Defenses kind of made adjustments on the second drive. Both defenses looked better there.
Yeah, and it looks like Brody Hendricks even may have tipped that ball as it came out of his hand there. And you've got to be careful there, because if he would have just hit that arm a little bit sooner, that's a potential to be a fumble.
Yeah, or tip it up into the air, you get it intercepted. Mason Stitz coming in to punt it. 5 punts so far this year, averaging 36.2 yards per punt return. Wow. Looks like Chase Flaherty back to receive the punt. He has returned 1 punt for no yards so far this season. High punt, going to drag him back and drop him back, I should say, to about the 28. He went left first, broke a couple of tackles, now cuts it back. He's got the sideline inside of Carroll territory. He's got some blocks. He slips away from Stitz at around the 38-yard line and finally going to be knocked out of bounds. A really good return for Flaherty that time, as they're going to mark him down, it looks like, at around the Tiger 29-yard line. So the best field position here tonight for Humboldt, and they've got 4:20 to go. This is an important defensive possession, I think, for the Tigers.
Yeah, and I mean, the last time they had good field position, they were able to take it down and score here, but Carroll High looks a little bit more sound right now, winning the battle up front. So maybe if you can get a sack or a few tackles for a loss here, you can kick them out of field goal range and make them have to put their thinking caps on and make a decision.
Kemper pushes their lead to 28-7 with 8:41 to go in the half. They're down at Shenandoah on KKRL. Flaherty again out of the shotgun, going to send the other Flaherty, Chase in motion. Jackson will take the snap, fakes the handoff, keeps it, makes one guy. No, did not make anybody miss. No. Polking coming in that time, Quentin Polking to make the tackle back at the 30-yard line. A loss of 1 on the play. He's been pretty good at kind of sidestepping guys at the last second. That time was unable to do it, as Polking using that wrestling ability to be able to get him around the ankles.
That's one thing I'll say is if you want to be a great football player, be a wrestler.
Yeah, especially for certain. Basketball and the other sports do help as well, and stuff. But, wrestling, certainly, if you want to be a great defensive player and a lineman on the offensive side, you get so much with, footwork and your base and everything like that, as they'll hand the ball off this time to McIntyre, and he's going to be tackled down at around the 28. Let's give him the 27-yard line, a pickup of 3 on the ball.
We'll keep the wrestling talk to Doug Waniger, though.
Yeah, no.
That guy knows a lot more than all of us.
Yeah, and I love wrestling.
Yeah,
Nebraska finishing second this last year at the Nationals, so always proud of the Husker wrestling program. But, there's been some great guys that have went on and played in the NFL that also played a lot of basketball growing up. So
yes.
I just be active in a lot of different things is all I'm saying. Flaherty going to roll out, wants to throw it into the flat. It's tipped up into the air. Ty Mulbauer tipped it, then comes up with the interception, and he's going to be wrapped up and brought down out at around the 44-yard line as Mulbauer tipped that one and picked it off himself.
Wonder what this flag here is for. I wonder if it's some guys came off the sideline.
That was a really hard tackle. We'll see, though, about what happened with the flag afterwards. 3:02 to go here in this first half of play, and what a huge interception for Ty Mulbauer. Let's see what the penalty is here. Sideline warning against Carroll, so it won't cost him any yards. First turnover here tonight. We mentioned how big of a defensive stand that was going to be for Carroll, and it ends up being they're going to have the ball now out at their own 45-yard line, and they will have it first down and 10.
And with the way this offense has been moving, they got a perfect chance to come out here and take the lead before halftime.
Yeah, their offense has been really good. They're going to have to hurry things up a little bit on this possession. They'll hand it off to the second man through. That's Malik, who's back out there, slips a couple of tackles, fights his way forward, gets inside the Wildcat 45 down to the 43-yard line. A pickup of 12 on the play will move the chain. Second play of the drive coming up. And we know Polking's got a pretty good leg. Rowetter out on the field. He's not happy right now. He's wanting a chop block on Humboldt, but not going to get it.
You're almost
and the clock running right now. Yep, 20 seconds to go on the play clock. 2:40 to go here in the game clock. Burke will split out to the left. King goes under center. Got Rowetter behind him with Malik lined up to the left of Rowetter. They're going to run that same play. And the counter going to work as he'll get down. Late flag coming in and right off of the Carroll sideline, right next to where Coach Rowetter was standing. So maybe you get that chop block from the defense there. The tackle going to be made down at around the 37-yard line. So that would be a gain of 6 if it holds up.
And I think that's what it looked like to me.
Yep. Let's see what the penalty is here. Chop block against Humboldt. So Coach hollers about it and gets it on the very next play. So that is going to cost 15 more yards. 4 penalties for 45 yards for the Wildcats here tonight. They've hurt themselves several times with penalties.
Yeah, and that's what I was about to bring up about Coach Rowetter. Great job of noticing there was a chop block, and you put a bug in that ref's ear, guess what? He's going to watch for it, and the very next play it shows to prove that, hey, they have been chop blocking. So great job by Coach Rowetter to see that and put a bug in the ref's ear.
38-7 now in favor of Audubon over Arweva. Ball going to be moved down to the 22-yard line. It's over on the right hash mark. Tigers in scoring position. Maple Valley Enthedoto Charter Oak Ute now up 35-0 over East Sac County. Almost forgot for a second whose score I had just looked at. I'm kind of trying to focus on King coming back in. Clock is running here. 2:15 to go. Burke will split out to the left. King under center, Polking in the slot on the right side. Rowetter at the fullback. Lining up next to him is Malik. They fake it to him. They hand it to Polking. Coming back the other side, breaks a tackle, fights his way inside the 20, down near the 16-yard line. A pickup of 6 on the play for Kieran Polking. 2 carries for him for 9 yards. It's going to bring up second down. We'll call it about 4 yards to go.
Yeah, Carroll High's doing a great job of throwing different things at these Wildcats. They don't know what's coming on the next play.
Yeah, you just ran that exact same play, except for you handed it off to Malik coming back to the right. This time you fake it to him, and you do the inside handoff to Polking coming back through. Burke again going to split out to the left. They'll come out in that same formation. Burke will go under center. Humboldt now got 6 guys in the box. They go back to Malik. He's hitting the backfield, slips the tackle, fights his way forward, breaks another tackle, and gets down inside the 5, down near the 4-yard line. A pickup of 12 to go, and he might be one of the toughest and hardest runners I've seen in a while.
Yes, he is a very downhill runner. It seems like once he gets his speed, it's like a freight train coming at you. You just can't stop it as much as you want to. You're not going to stop him right now.
Doesn't look like the biggest guy at 5'11", 185, but at 185, pretty well put together young man.
Yes, very well. And like I said, with the speed he has, that makes that 185 seem like 200 coming at you.
Burke again splits out to the left. They're in that same formation for the 3rd straight play. King going under center. We're under a minute to go here in the first half of play. 7-7 our score. King keeps it, and does he go in? You can see some Tigers saying touchdown, and there is the call from the official on our sideline here. A 4-yard touchdown run from Camden King, and the Carroll Tigers have it taken. A 13-7 lead pending the extra point.
Yeah, with 43 seconds left here in this half, that is a fantastic drive right there. Like I said previously, they got the best field position they've had all day, and they took advantage of it.
So Carroll with an opportunity here to go up 7, and then they just need to get a stop. Now, Flaherty had a really big punt return earlier. Don't want to give up a good kick return here. And have Humboldt score right before the half. Carroll will get the ball to start the second half, so that's huge. If they can kind of keep this one-score lead, the kick is up. It is good. And the Tigers have taken a 14-7 lead. They've scored 14 straight. Brett and I are back in 1 minute here on KCIM and on the CB Sports Network at YouTube channel.
These DMAC Carroll campus students are tomorrow's nurses. They're leaders, smart, dedicated, and they care about their community.
My experience in DMAC nursing so far, I get to make difference in people's lives during their most vulnerable times, and I build friendships along the way.
The interaction between the faculty, staff, and professor with the students are really close. They really help us a lot every time.
Get started today.
Since 1968, Mackey Motors has been serving Lake City and the surrounding communities with new and certified pre-owned vehicles. Mackey Motors is a full-service dealership providing oil changes in our Quick Lube Express bays, a service department with world-class trained technicians, a body shop and collision center with the latest equipment, a full vehicle detailing department, or come talk with one of our highly knowledgeable sales staff.
Recipient of the GM Mark of Excellence Award for 16 years running. Together, let's drive at Mackey Motors in Lake City. MackeyMotors.com.
Ty Mulbauer comes up with a big interception, and Adam Malik on the ground, Kieran Polking on the ground, and then Camden King on the ground, and the Carroll Tigers march it 55 yards in just 4 plays. They take a 14-7 lead, high end over end at kick. Going to be taken by McIntyre at around the 10-yard line. He'll bring it up the middle, breaks a tackle, but is drugged down out past the 30, out near the 33-yard line, and that is where Humboldt will have it. First down and 10:38 seconds to go here. If you're Humboldt, do you try and do something here, or do you just go to the halftime down by 7?
I think if you're Humboldt, you're going to try to come out here and try to do something. I mean, what's the worst that happens? You turn the ball over.
You don't want to turn it over and give up another touchdown.
Yep. So as long as you can get on your side of the field, I think you should be feeling pretty safe then.
So Humboldt will break the huddle. Flaherty out of the shotguns. Got McIntyre lined up to his right. One wide receiver. That is Swanson out here to the left. Looks to throw. He's going to throw it out into the flat. It is caught on the far side of the field that time by Chase Flaherty. He is going to dance out of the bounds at around the 44-yard line. A pickup of 11 on the play.
He kind of did a fire step there. Did a great job of letting these officials know, hey, I'm in bounds. I'm in bounds. Just showing them that, hey, I got more than 2 steps down in.
Yeah, first catch for him tonight. He does get out of bounds. That stops the clock with 35 seconds to go here in the half. So Humboldt, they answered that question. They're going to come out and try and get something on the board if they can. Flaherty again out of the shotgun. He's got twin receivers out here to the left, 2 to the right as well. He is going to be flushed out, floats it out into the flat to McIntyre, who does a nice job of breaking a couple of tackles, and we've got a late flag. And the Tigers swung him down out of bounds. I don't think it was any maliciousness there, but it was right on the Humboldt sidelines, and you know that most of the time that's going to end up being called.
Yeah.
It was just a 3-yard gain on that little flare out to McIntyre. But if the penalty's on the Tigers, which you think it's going to be, that's going to be 15 more, and there it is. Personal foul, late hit out of bounds, second penalty of the night on the Tigers. But that one is a big one, as Humboldt has really done a lot of damage to themselves in penalties tonight. That's the first one I think that Carroll hurt themselves.
Yeah. I think that's Carroll's second penalty of the night.
Second it is, 2 penalties, 25 yards, but that'll spot it all the way down at the Tigers' 39-yard line. Still 29 seconds remaining here. And Humboldt has all 3 timeouts remaining. Flaherty out of the shotguns, looking down the field, wants to go on the fly pattern. He's got a man down there. It's McIntyre. He's going to make the catch, and he's going to dance in for the touchdown. They go deep, and they get it over the head of Burke. Coming over late that time was Vincent, the safety, and they got in behind both of them down the sidelines, and just like that, a 39-yard touchdown pass. And we are a 1 point, an extra point away from being tied again.
Yeah, he just had enough time in the back of the pocket there to look back and see his guy running that 9 route down the far sideline and just dropped it into the breadbasket perfectly.
So it takes them 21 seconds to score. And that penalty again going to come back to haunt the Tigers. Rubelon to attempt the extra point. There's the snap. High, very high kick. It is up. It is good. And we are tied at 14 apiece. We're back in 1 minute. Right here on KCIM. Our score again, 14-14.
From footings to framing to finish. For farm, home, or commercial, for more than 90 years, Wall Lake Lumber Company has been proud to help our communities grow. With 4 convenient locations and one of the largest building material inventories in the area, we are sure to be able to fill all your building needs. From project design and estimating to friendly advice, we can't wait to be part of the process for you. Wall Lake Lumber, with locations in Wall Lake, Lakeview, Odebolt, and Carroll. We're not your grandpa's lumberyard.
Life's better when you're under our roof.
Danny dreams fearlessly.
Because when you feel protected,
It's okay.
your family's free to pursue their dreams.
So are you brave?
I'm brave!
I'm fearless.
I'm fearless! Bundle life and save up to 25% on home and auto. American Family Insurance.
For details, contact Nicole Unken at Nicole Unken Agency.
Coming to you live here from the Gatorade broadcast booth, distributed by Pepsi Beverages. Carson Kuba, actually Valley Davis this time kicking it off, and he shows a leg as that one back through the back of the end zone. And the Tigers will have it first down and 10 at their own at 20-yard line. So the game had been flying, Brett, until these last couple of moments.
Yeah, and it's been a lot of the offense is kind of running a little bit quicker with a lot less time left to go.
Yep.
But that's probably one of the better kicks I've seen in a long time.
So 22 seconds to go here in the first half of play. King going to bring out the Tigers offense. Ball will be spotted at the 20. And we'll see what Coach Rowetter does. Again, the Tigers will get the ball to start the second half. Schabel, Burke going to split out to the left. Polking in the slot on the right side. Malik will line up behind King, and it looks like they're going to just take a knee. Everybody was pretty much standing straight up except for the offensive lineman. King will take the knee, and that is going to send us to the halftime. Our score is 14-14, and the score is again brought to you by Your Road, Your Team, Your Motor Inn. We've got the Mackey Motors halftime report. That is coming up for you. It looks like 2.5 minutes right here on KCIM.
Midwest Wholesale is your local building products headquarters. We have everything you need for your smaller home improvements to the building of your home or commercial building. We pride ourselves on giving you top-notch service, quality products with competitive prices. So whether you're a do-it-yourselfer, a contractor, or you just need a little help on a project, Midwest Wholesale is a one-stop resource for all your building needs. Midwest Wholesale, how you want it, when you want it, where you want it, we deliver.
Motor Inn of Carroll is your hometown team for all of your sales, service, parts, and collision needs all season long. From the helpful sales staff to the area's best service department, Motor Inn of Carroll has the expertise that you need to stay on the road and keep that auto investment looking good. From work to play, they have it all. Good luck to all the area teams from Motor Inn of Carroll.
Family owned and operated since 1948, Quant Auto Salvage is the area's best full-service scrap facility. Whether you are looking to sell scrap iron, vehicles, or batteries, or you need to locate that difficult-to-find part for your vehicle, they have what you need. And if it isn't in stock, they can locate it with their nationwide parts database, or you can pull it yourself at their You Pull It. Quant Auto Salvage. They sell the best and recycle the rest. on Kitty Hawk Avenue in Carroll.
Olson's Outdoor Power is your one-stop service and equipment shop for all things outdoor. We sell the best power sports products in the business, from Polaris, Can-Am, Sea-Doo, and Ski-Doo, trailers to tackle any job from H&H, Triton, and Wilson, and we continue to lead the way in lawn and garden equipment with great products from Exmark, Dixie Chopper, Husqvarna, Cub Cadet, Steel, and Echo. Add factory-trained technicians in 2 locations, and it's easy to see why Olson's Outdoor Power is the leader in all things outdoor. Olson's Outdoor Power, your one-stop service and equipment shop with locations in Atlantic and Carroll.
St. Anthony Regional Hospital, the regional leader in healthcare, dedicated to improving the health of the people they serve. At St. Anthony Regional Cancer Center, you'll find the convenience of cancer and oncology consultation and treatment in one convenient location. At St. Anthony Clinic, you'll find a team of doctors and nurses that care about you and your family's health. St. Anthony Clinic is devoted to comprehensive healthcare for people of all ages. For every stage of life, always look to the cross. Always St. Anthony.
Otherwise, I mean, they're right in the game.
Yeah.
Halftime show brought to you here tonight by Mackey Motors of Lake City, recipient of the GM Mark of Excellence Award for 16 years running. Together, let's drive. At Mackey Motors in Lake City. Check them out online as well at MackeyMotors.com. Jeff Blankman along with Bret Lux with you here tonight. And Bret, what a football game we've had. We had a feeling this could be a good one. We're tied at 14-14 here at the half.
And I think that's what we both kind of expected coming out here, that both these teams are going to play very well. And it's going to be a low-scoring, smash-mouth football game, and I think that's what we've seen all day. I think the one long pass there at the end there to give up 39 yards for the touchdown, that's the biggest play we've had all day.
What did Carroll do well? Let's start offensively in the first half.
Yeah, I think what they did well is just bullying up front, just being the bigger, stronger, more physical team. And I think they are. They are a big team, big front line. They was able to push back, and they get the initial push on that defensive line and almost push them back 5 yards. You're going to get a lot of yards when you are pushing their defensive front 5 yards back. And they have proven to do that. I think they have to be almost averaging 4 yards to carry right now on their offensive side of the ball.
And for them defensively, what adjustments did they make? Humboldt, that first time that they had it, just kind of marched right down the field, almost made it look pretty easy. Flaherty was getting open, faking that handoff, and then, finding some seams and using his slipperiness to be able to make some nice runs. What did Carroll adjust defensively?
I think they're not letting Flaherty get out and use his legs as much, and when he does, there almost seems to be a guy ready to hit him right away, whether or not he gets the initial tackle. They've got another guy coming up right to hit him again. I mean, they're doing a great job team tackling, and that's a big thing you don't see much anymore, is 2-3 guys hitting the same guy trying to bring him down. I mean, usually you see anymore one kid trying to take it all by himself, but when you team tackle, he's going to go down.
Adam Malik, what stands out for you about his running ability? Because he looks special to me.
What doesn't stand out right now tonight? Yep. I mean, he's shown that, hey, I'm fast. I can go right around you, or I can go right past you, or simply he can go right through you or spin right off you. I mean, he's doing everything perfectly tonight. I mean, this is what you want out of a running back.
For Humboldt, what did you see from them offensively? What was working for them?
There towards the end there, they took a risk down, throwing it ball downfield, and ended up getting a touchdown out of it. And then on their first drive, they also had another great pass there and was able to just make the passing game look almost easy. So if I was Humboldt, I wouldn't feel too scared to throw the ball more, per se. I would try to move the ball in, get Carroll high, to back off a little bit so you can try to open that run game back up.
If you're Carroll, probably the only thing you're really disappointed is you get the momentum with the interception, you turn that into 7, and you move it quickly to be able to do that, and then you give up a touchdown in 21 seconds to a team that really doesn't want to throw the football a whole lot.
Yeah, and right there, it looks like they had a safety plan in, getting ready for the run. They weren't really prepared for the pass there. So I think as they kind of said, all right, well, they want to throw the football, you might see the defensive safety back up a little bit and give them a little bit more of a buffer, so it's a little harder to make that deep throw.
Our Culver's player of the game coming up in the postgame again. Culver's celebrating 41 years in business, 14 of those years in Carroll. Culver's, welcome to Delicious. We'll get a picture and a banner of our player of the game. We'll get that up on the CB Sports Network website, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram pages coming up later on tonight. Our score here at the halftime, 14-14. We'll step away, back with more of our Mackey Motors halftime report in 2.5 minutes here on KCIM.
Dries Company.
People want and deserve more comfort, efficiency, and reliability, both in their homes and places of work. Dries Company will be there to meet these challenges, whether we are designing a new system or servicing your existing equipment. We are a rapidly growing company that strives to meet and exceed all your expectations. No matter if you are looking to buy new appliances or need the help from one of our certified technicians, we are here for you. We pride ourselves in our installation and service. Dries Company, servicing the Carroll area since 1933.
For over 50 years, Pringer Slumberland has been your trusted destination for all things furniture and flooring. Hi, it's Matt Pringer, third generation in our family-owned business. We understand the importance of creating spaces where memories are made and cherished. Our commitment to quality craftsmanship, personalized service, and unbeatable value has made us a staple in the community. Pringer Slumberland is more than just a furniture store. We're part of your community, and when you shop with us, you're not just furnishing your home, you're investing in the livelihood of your neighbors. Pringer Slumberland, Highway 30 West in Carroll.
This fall, cozy up with internet that keeps up. With WindSpeed Fiber Internet from Western Iowa Networks, enjoy 1 gig speeds for just $99.99 a month. Perfect for streaming, football, fall shows, and working from home. No lag, no interruptions, just the speed you need all season long. Other speed packages available starting at just $59.99 a month. Call or text 712-775-2946 for details or visit westionet.com today. Western Iowa Networks, connecting you to what matters for 120 years.
Only Pizza Ranch serves buffet your way.
Don't you mean my way, Mr. Voiceover Guy?
Sure, anyone's way, actually. Request your favorite pizza. We'll make it, bake it, and give you the first slice.
I can add peppers to pepperoni, Stampede on stuffed crust, maybe Texan taco on thin. No tomatoes on my half. How can I convince Mom to let us eat here every night?
It's buffet your way at Pizza Ranch. Say it with me, kid.
Oh, hell no, not again! Has the roof on your home or business been damaged by the recent hailstorm? Does your roof need looked at? Let our hail damage experts at Brinks Exteriors work for you to get you a new roof. Call 712 Roof Pro. We know the last thing you want to do is worry about your biggest investment. Hail happens, but we can fix it. Call Brinks Exteriors now for a free roof inspection. 712 Roof Pro.
14-14 our score here tonight between the Carroll
These
Tigers
DMAC Carroll campus students are
listening to high school football coverage here tonight on 1380 AM, 95.1 FM KCIM, Carroll, Iowa. You're also watching and listening to tonight's game on the CB Sports Network YouTube channel. That is brought to you by Western Iowa Networks, blazing fast, reliable fiber internet with no data caps. And we've got Megan Berger down there, of course, running our video package for you here tonight. So we thank her for helping out on this Friday night. Jeff Blankman, along with Bret Lux with you here tonight. We've got the New Way Auto Group live scoreboard page being updated as we talk, and you can find that on the website at sports.1380kcim.com. Thanks to Casey Miners, Todd Danner, and Craig Lux for updating that as the night goes on. And then those three guys hanging out till midnight tonight with the New Way Auto Group scoreboard show. And again, that'll be on KCM and at Kick 106.7. Interviews with all 9 of our area coaches, our local scores, and the scores from their districts. We'll try to get you some scores from around the state. And I'm guessing with those three guys in the studio tonight, we'll have some intelligence that will be passed on and some knowledge that will be passed on tonight about the games going on. Yeah, it's your dad and stuff, but he did a nice job last week, and I think the longer he's in there, he'll get to know the coaches really well, and I think he's going to thoroughly enjoy himself. Yes. So we thank him very much for helping out.
Very great mind there.
Yes, he knows sports well. He's helped me on the radio a lot over the years, and we're looking forward to keep getting him on the radio with us. Let's take a look at how the first half played out. We're going to start with our drive summary. Humboldt got the ball first. The kick went out of bounds, so they started at their own 35-yard line. 7 plays later, it was Cash McIntyre scoring on a 10-yard touchdown run. With 9:02 to go in the first quarter, they led it 7-0. Carroll would answer, though. The Tigers got the ball at their own 20-yard line with a 9:01 to go. 12 plays later, Michael Rowetter would score on a 2-yard touchdown plunge. And the Tigers tied it up at 7 with 1:08 to go in the first quarter. So Carroll almost 8 minutes off of the drive. Humboldt got it few penalties kind of helped backing them up, one on the kick return, and then I think 2 more during that drive. And that pushed them all the way back. They started at their own 14-yard line. 8 plays later, they punted the football away, pinned Carroll back at their own 13-yard line. The Tigers would have a 7-play drive, but would punt it away as well. Humboldt would get it at the Carroll 29-yard line after a really good punt return with 4:20 to go in the half. But on the 3rd play of that drive, Ty Mulbauer picked it off and returned it out to the Carroll 45-yard line. That's where Carroll would start that drive with 3:02 to go in the half. On the 4th play of that drive, Camden King scored on a 4-yard touchdown run. Carroll got up 14-7 with 43 seconds left in the half. And then Carroll kicked off. Humboldt got it at their own 33-yard line with 38 seconds remaining here in the first half. On the 3rd play of that drive, Jackson Flaherty hit Cash McIntyre for a 39-yard touchdown. Took him just 21 seconds. Benefited by a Carroll hit out of bounds, late hit out of bounds penalty, and they would tie the game up. Carroll then kneeled on the football after that with just a couple of seconds left in the first half, and that's how it got us to this 14-14 score. Statistically, here in the first half, for Humboldt, Cash McIntyre, 5 carries, 26 yards, and a touchdown. Jackson Flaherty with 6 carries for 44 yards. It is Jackson Kirchhoff with 1 carry for a -3 yards. So they got just 67 yards on the ground so far. But Flaherty, 5 of 9 for 80 yards with a touchdown and an interception in the first half. Chase Flaherty has got 1 catch for 11 yards. Valley Davis, 1 catch, 15 yards. Swanson, 1 catch for 12 yards. And McIntyre, 2 catches for 42 yards and a touchdown. So 67 on the ground, 80 through an air for a total of 147 of total offense for Carroll. Adam Malik, 10 carries, 61 yards. Camden King, 6 carries, 34 yards and a touchdown. Kieran Polking, 2 carries for 9 yards. And Michael Rowetter, 2 carries for 4 yards and a touchdown. The Tigers 108 yards on the ground. The passing game right now, King 3 of 4 for 16 yards here in the game. Adam Malik, 1 catch for 2 yards. Lincoln Burke, 1 catch for 5 yards. And Chase Shable, 1 catch for 9 yards. So Carroll, 108 yards on the ground, 16 yards through the air for a total offense of 124. We'll step away, take a break. We're back with more of our Mackey Motors Tailgate coming up in 2 minutes here on 1380 AM, 95.1 FM, KCIM.
These DMAC Carroll campus students are tomorrow's nurses. They're leaders, smart, dedicated, and they care about their community.
My experience in DMAC nursing so far, I get to make a difference in people's lives during their most vulnerable times, and I build friendships along the way.
The interaction between the faculty, staff, and professor with the students are really close. They really help us a lot every time.
Get started today.
Since 1968, Mackey Motors has been serving Lake City and the surrounding communities with new and certified pre-owned vehicles. Mackey Motors is a full-service dealership providing oil changes in our Quick Lube Express bays, a service department with world-class trained technicians, a body shop and collision center with the latest equipment, a full vehicle detailing department, or come talk with one of our highly knowledgeable sales staff.
Recipient of the GM Mark of Excellence Award for 16 years running. Together, let's drive at Mackey Motors in Lake City. MackeyMotors.com.
From footings to framing to finish. For farm, home, or commercial, for more than 90 years, Wall Lake Lumber Company has been proud to help our communities grow. With 4 convenient locations and one of the largest building material inventories in the area, we are sure to be able to fill all your building needs. From project design and estimating to friendly advice, we can't wait to be part of the process for you. Wall Lake Lumber, with locations in Wall Lake, Lakeview, Odebolt, and Carroll. We're not your grandpa's lumberyard.
Life's better when you're under our roof.
Danny dreams fearlessly.
Because when you feel protected,
It's okay.
your family's free to pursue their dreams.
So are you brave?
I'm brave.
I'm fearless.
I'm fearless.
Bundle life and save up to 25% on home and auto. American Family Insurance.
For details, contact Nicole Unken at Nicole Unken Agency.
Mackey Motors Tailgate rolling on here on 1380 AM, 95.1 FM, KCIM. Let's run you through some scores here real quick from around our area as we get ready for our second half. Tied here 14-14 between Carroll and Humboldt. Kemper up 28-7 late in the first half on Shenandoah on KKRL. ICAM Manning leading South Central Calhoun near halftime 21-14. ESAC trailing Maple Valley Anthenoto 42-0. And that one at halftime. It is also an 8-man. Audubon up on Arweva 54-7 at the halftime. Glen Ralston pounding Griswold 44-0 at the halftime. And it is Exira and Kimball on top of Coon Rapids Bear. Last update we had on that one was late in the first half, 22-8 Spartans with the lead in that one. Let's check the website here for some other scores. Lewis Central leading Harlan 14-0 second quarter. Des Moines Christian over Atlantic 10-0 in the second quarter. Glenwood rolling by Creston 31-6 in the second quarter. It is Boyden Hull Rock Valley and OABCIG tied 6-6 end of the first quarter. Okoboji leading Emmetsburg 21-20 second quarter. Spirit Lake on top of Central Line Georgia Little Rock 13-0 in the first quarter. And Clarion Goldfield Dow's leading Esterville Lincoln Central by a final, or score I should say, of 6-2. So those are some other updates for you. And again, you can find those on the CB Sports Network live scoreboard channel. Humboldt kicking it off. We are underway here in the second half. Tigers are going to return it. Bringing the ball out is going to be Traven Childress, and he's got a hole here, as you heard Brett say. He's got blockers out in front of him, one man to beat. He's going to be knocked out of bounds. That's hustling back to get into that play that time for Humboldt was Cooper Teesfield, and he was able to knock him out of bounds, but the Tigers get that spark to start this second half. Childress coming into tonight, 3 kickoff returns, averaging 44 yards per kickoff return. You saw why right there.
Yeah, very fast, very agile. He was able to see the hole and hit the hole as hard as he could, and he was at full speed. And I was wrong on the he's gone, but wow, what a run back there.
That's why you always wait to say that until you know for sure.
It's a radio jinx.
It is.
That's Bret Lux, everybody. It wasn't Jeff this time.
Yep, 11:49 to go on a great return by Childress. Tigers going to have it at the Humboldt 22-yard line. Burke will split out to the right. King under center. Polking in the slot on the left side. Rowetter lined up behind King with Malik next to him. They'll hand it off to Rowetter, and he is stuffed at the 20. A pickup of 2 before he's driven backwards. It's going to bring up second down and about 8 to go. 3 carries, 6 yards tonight for Michael Rowetter, but if you're Carroll right now, I think you need to score here after that kickoff return, even if it's a field goal, Brett.
Yeah. I mean, take advantage of your great field position. This is the best field position anybody's had all night. And, yeah, you want to come out here and score right out of the halftime, that'd be fantastic.
Burke will split out to the right. Malik and Rowetter again in the backfield with King under center. Polking going to line up in the slot on the left side. Humboldt with 3 down linemen, 3 more guys creeping up to the line. They're going to hand it off, and Rowetter again with some good running. An opening there is he was able to get it down to the 15-yard line, a 5-yard gain, and all of a sudden they're running Rowetter instead of Malik, and I think they're catching Humboldt, especially on that second down play, a little bit off guard.
Yes, that's what they're doing. That's a great job there of catching them off guard, but I think you're going to see another run out of here, probably out of Malik right up the middle again.
3rd and 3 from the 15, clock running here with 10:40 to go. Don't forget to sign up for our sack of groceries, a free sack of groceries at Market on 30. Just go in and sign up and then listen to Rewind on Tuesday morning and see if we call your name as your winner as we announce our sack of the game. Camden King keeping it on the option. He is going to fight his way forward down near the 11-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 4 and enough for the first down. And the one thing I've seen from these Carroll runners, they run extremely hard.
They do. I mean, they're at full speed right away, and that's tough to stop, especially as a defensive front. Just to be able to look up and, like we said earlier, they're right next to you or running right by you by the time you're able to get anything going.
And the good thing for Carroll with that first down, Brett, at the 11, they've got an opportunity to pick up another first down at the 1-yard line as King will bring in the play. Play clock down to 20.
Yeah, and inside the 1-yard line is probably one of the toughest plays in football to get.
Our score right now, again, 14-14. Glen Ralston again leading 44-0 over Griswold. Burke going to split out to the left. They'll hand it off, and Rowetter finds some running room. And Rowetter going to fight his way down to about the 6-yard line, a pickup of 5 on the play. It'll bring up second down and 5, 5th play of the drive coming up. Nebraska volleyball picking up a win tonight. Thanks for the update to Sherry Storyhan on that one. They hosted at Utah, who was ranked coming in.
Seems like a common theme with Nebraska volleyball is picking up wins.
Yeah, they're ranked number 1, and maybe for a reason this year. They're really good. I'm not saying they're going to win everything, but wow, they're fun to watch. Burke again splits out to the right. I did DVR that one tonight, so I'll watch it tonight when I get home. They hand it off. Malik's got an opening, fights his way through, spins off of a tackle and into the end zone. He just ran right through Valley Davis at the 1-yard line, and the touchdown will put the Tigers on the board here on that 6-yard touchdown run from Malik.
And he's just running the ball hard and aggressively. That's his second touchdown of the night here. Really throwing his name in there for the player of the game tonight.
Yeah, him, Camden King. You got to look at some of the guys
Exactly,
defensively as well. Mulbauer maybe with that interception there. He's played really well.
We got 2, 3, 4 guys that we get to talk about tonight.
Kieran Polking on to attempt the extra point. He has 3 of 3 in those this season.
He's got a great leg on him.
Make that 3 of 4 on the season. There's the hold. The kick is up. It is good. And the Carroll Tigers on top here by a score of 21-14. 9:04 to go in the third quarter. Our score updates brought to you again by Your Road, your team, your motor in. Back in 1 minute here on 1380 AM, 95.1 FM, KCIM.
Midwest Wholesale is your local building products headquarters. We have everything you need for your smaller home improvements to the building of your home or commercial building. We pride ourselves on giving you top-notch service, quality products with competitive prices. So whether you're a do-it-yourselfer, a contractor, or you just need a little help on a project, Midwest Wholesale is a one-stop resource for all your building needs. Midwest Wholesale, how you want it, when you want it, where you want it, we deliver.
Motor Inn of Carroll is your hometown team for all of your sales, service, parts, and collision needs all season long. From the helpful sales staff to the area's best service department, Motor Inn of Carroll has the expertise that you need to stay on the road and keep that auto investment looking good. From work to play, they have it all. Good luck to all the area teams from Motor Inn of Carroll.
Or stop by 412 Highway 30 today.
Malik will return the kickoff from Carroll out to the Wildcats at 26-yard line. So that is where Humboldt will have it, first down and 10. 8:59 to go here in this third quarter of play. And the Tigers do a great job taking that Traven Childress kickoff return and getting some points out of it.
Yeah, and right there they had the best field position they've had all night, and they were able to cash in their chips on that. And that's what you got to do if you want to keep winning, is make sure you take advantage of when you got the good field position.
They'll come out with Flaherty in the shotgun. McIntyre going to line up to his left. They'll send a man in motion. And going in motion for him that time is Carson Rubel. He'll now go out. They're going to have trips out to the left with one wide receiver to the right. Flaherty wanting to throw it. Throws it out. It is complete. And making the catch, looks like number 22, McIntyre. Nope, McIntyre back there. That's got to be at number 12, Valley Davis. And Davis will get out to the 35, a pickup of 8 on the play. And Humboldt all of a sudden looking like a team that wants to throw the football a little bit more.
Yeah, I think they kind of found something out there in that last drive they had there, but Carroll's doing a great job of backing off and letting them take these short passes and not letting anything go over their heads or get behind them.
Kemper up 42-7 at halftime over on KKRL. Flaherty again out of the shotgun. McIntyre lines up to his left. They'll turn, hand it off to McIntyre, hit right at the line of scrimmage. And was that Polking? It was. Coming in, Quentin Polking from his linebacker position. A gain of about 2 out to the 38-yard line. And it's going to be enough for the first down. So good play, but still enough to get that first down. Ball's going to be over on the left hash mark. This is a big possession, I think, for Humboldt with the way Carroll's got their offense going here.
Yeah.
If the Tiger defense can get a stop, Humboldt might find themselves in a position they don't want to be in and having to do some things that maybe they don't want to here in the second half. Flaherty going to keep it on the quarterback sweep. He's going to try and get the edge. Vincent will come out and chase him out of bounds out at around the 40-yard line. A pickup of 3 on the play is going to bring up second down and 7. And good vision and a good job that time from Vincent, Cooper Vincent, to come in and make that play.
Vincent almost came from the complete other side of the field there and just chasing him down. What a beautiful play there by Vincent.
Yeah, read that one perfectly. Him and Schabel as the safeties here tonight. You've got Matt Collison and Burke as your cornerbacks. Tigers with 4 down linemen. Ty Mulbauer read that big interception. The DN on the left side here. Flaherty out of the shotgun. McIntyre lines up to his right, trips out to the left. They're going to throw it, and they were not looking for it. It had him. It was a little, the inside receiver on that trips was just running in a 5-yard out. He was wide open, but didn't turn around and look for the football.
Looks like that was almost hit at the line, too, there.
So that's going to bring up now 3rd down and 7 for Humboldt. Ball over here on the right hash mark. Unofficially, Flaherty right now 6 of 11 for 88 yards. You can feel the floor that we're standing on and sitting on here vibrating below us with the student section down below us. Stomping their feet. Pressure comes. Flaherty looks to scramble now, throws across the middle. It is caught, and that is going to be a 1st down. And pulling that one in is Cash McIntyre. That's a good catch down to the 47-yard line. Carroll wanted that one to be incomplete. They thought he trapped it, but the officials didn't agree, and that's going to be a 10-yard gain on a 1st down. So McIntyre now up to 3 catches, 52 yards. They're almost using him as much in the pass game as they are in the run game. Kirchhoff in the slot this time in the left side. They'll have trips on that side. They line up Valley Davis out here to the right. Flaherty hands it off to McIntyre. Started right, cut it back inside, and a good tackle by Polking again. He's going to roll him down at around the 46-yard line, a pickup of 1 on the play. And it'll bring up 2nd down and 9. That's what you want to keep them in, 2nd and 3rd and long.
Yes, and it's tough. It's a lot tougher to get 8 yards than it is 4. Everybody knows that.
Yeah, they've got it 2nd and 46 on the board, but it's 2nd and 9 at the 46-yard line. There they got her fixed. Flaherty out of the shotgun. McIntyre lines up to his left, wants to throw, drops back. They kept him in the pocket. Now he's going to scramble right, and he's going to loft it out of bounds. It almost looked like the ball slipped out of his hands. I think he was throwing it away anyway, but that ball almost went straight up into the air. And Carroll questioning whether or not there was an intended receiver down there, but he's outside of the tackle box, so it'll be an incomplete pass. 3rd and long again here for Humboldt. 8th play of this drive coming up, 3rd and 9. And the Tigers have taken away Humboldt's run game. Even Flaherty hasn't been having as much success. They're having to rely more on the passing game. Trips out to the left. 1 wide receiver, that is Swanson out here to the right. Flaherty out of the shotgun, will drop back, wants to throw in the flat. It's picked out by Polking. Quentin Polking's in a foot race. McIntyre going to chase him down, but not before he gets spun down at around the 34-yard line of Humboldt. And a big interception that time from Quentin Polking. He read that play beautifully.
Yeah, absolutely great. He jumped out in front of that passing zone and picked it off and ran. Had what was that, about 35-yard return there. Absolutely beautiful play there by Quentin Polking. Read the quarterback's eyes right there. The quarterback never took his eyes off his intended receiver.
Yeah, and they had tried that pass a couple of times. I think he anticipated it and knew that they were going to try maybe to throw it back out there in the flat that they had done on the last play, and McIntyre was wide open that time. Polking was right there with him and jumped the passing lane to pick it off. 6:21 to go here in the 3rd quarter. 21-14 Carroll. Our score updates brought to you by Your Road, Your Team, Your Motor Inn. We're coming to you live here from the Gatorade broadcast booth, distributed by Pepsi Beverages. Gatorade helping athletes fuel, recover, and perform. Tigers will split Burke out here to the left. Polking, Kieran in the slot on the right side. Rowetter lines up behind behind it. King, who's under center. Malik lines up to his left. They'll fake it. They want to throw. Flag comes out on the snap. He's got a man out here. He actually had 2 guys out here. The pass was intended that time for Rowetter, who can't squeeze that one in. And actually, that was Moyer Olberding who was intended for, but he also had Lincoln Burke down the field. Brett, who was wide open at about the 15-yard line.
Yeah, that's a big, deep throw there, but he was going for sure a check down receiver there. See what this
and that penalty, I think, is going to go against, encroachment going to go against Humboldt as they line up in the neutral zone on that one.
So, yeah, that's a free play pretty much there.
Yep. So the Tigers will accept the penalty because they did not complete the pass, so they'll accept that penalty. And the ball marked down to the 29-yard line, going to bring up 1st down now and 5 to go. Coonrabbit Beard battling back down now 42-36 at the halftime. Caitlin McAllister, Courtney Cadwalder, both updating us on that one. Burke going to split out to the right. Kieran Polking in the slot here on the left side. King under center. Malik to the right, a Rowetter in the backfield who lines up behind King. They'll hand it off to the second man through. Malik did a nice job of stepping around the first guy who had gotten pressure in there, and that was Grote. Grote just took the offensive lineman and shoved him into the backfield. Malik able to get himself not all the way back to the line of scrimmage, but to the 30. It's going to bring up a loss of a yard, going to bring up second down now and about 6 to go.
Yeah, if you're Carroll High, you want to take advantage of this great field position here and try to get a score and give yourself a 2-score lead.
Yeah, you scored on the one interception you got tonight. You want to score on both of the turnovers and make Humboldt really pay for it.
Exactly. And score doesn't have to be a touchdown. It could be a field goal here.
Burke going to split out to the right. Kieran Polking in the slot left side. They hand the football off to Rowetter, who had to kind of pause for a second. I don't think he got that one cleanly, but did a nice job of making sure to secure the ball. He'll pick up 3, going to bring up third down and about 3 to go. 6th carry of the night here tonight for Rowetter. And the third play of this drive coming up, ball near the right hash mark. Clock running here, 5:10 to go, third quarter. The other thing about Carroll's style of offense, if you're ahead, you chew up so much clock because they don't hurry plays in. There's 12 seconds left on the play clock, and King's just running in from the sideline with the play.
Yeah, and that's such a great job how they have mastered this kind of style.
Burke will split out to the left. King again looking to push that pile forward, and he's got to be marked. Just one guy's got him at the 25, the other one at the 24. We'll see who wins that battle, and it's going to be the 25. They were at the 27, so it's going to be 4th and 1. He needed 3 and got 2. It's always interesting when you see one official coming in at one spot and the other at another spot, and who ends up winning that discussion. The ball was over towards the Humboldt sideline, so it was that official who had a better view and was the one that was able to make the call. So it's going to be 4th and 1. King again going to sprint out there. 10 seconds to go on the play clock as he gets to the huddle. Tigers will break the huddle. Burke will split out to the left. Carroll hurries up to the line. They come out in that same formation they've been at, and they're going to run it again with Burke. And he's going to be really close because they're coming in right at about the 19-yard line. And that's where he needed to get it. I should say the 24-yard line. And I think Carroll was celebrating. But let's see here. They are moving the chains. It is going to be a first down run. I never saw a signal from an official, did you?
I didn't
either.
Not, no.
Yeah, all of a sudden I saw the chain gang moving over on the other side, and they were moving in the direction that it was a Carroll first down.
Yeah, Carroll High knew it right away, though. It seemed like their offensive linemen were jumping and hooting and hollering, celebrating there, so.
Yeah, so. Are Weaving now trailing 62-7. That Audubon team, why they've only got one number 1 vote so far. I can't quite figure that one out. Burke going to split out to the left. King again under center. They've got the side stack to the right. They're going to come back to Polking, and he was hit at the line of scrimmage, but gang tackling will bring him down. But he's going to get from the 24 down to the 23. A good piece of running that time by Kieran Polking as he was hit almost for no gain or a loss and still found a way to get a yard out of it. It'll bring up 2nd and 9. That play's had some success, Brett, but that slower developing play against Humboldt's play defensively has not been as effective as those quick hitters.
No, they have not been. But, I mean, anything, they're trying to just chew up the clock much as possible. About 33 minutes, excuse me. Sorry about that.
Burke will split out to the right. Polking in the slot left side. King under center. Play clock down to 5. Takes the snap. Hands it off to Malik, who started wide, then cuts it back up and in. And the tackle going to be made at around the 23-yard line. A pickup of 1, going to bring up third down now and 9 to go. And the thing I'm noticing, Brett, is Humboldt starting to be a little wider and not allowing Carroll to get that edge. They're forcing that outside run back into the middle as Malik again slow to get up. And he is now, that looks like maybe a cramp, and he's starting to jog his way off the field. And are we going to get a water break here as both teams heading to the sideline? We may be taking a water break. We'll step away with them back in 30 seconds here on at 1380 AM, 95.1 FM KCIM. Nope, now they're bringing the teams back out onto the field. I know sometimes when it's really warm like this, they do water breaks. I haven't seen one yet tonight. I thought maybe with Malik cramping up there that they were going to maybe do that.
That's what it almost looked like they were doing.
Yeah. Coach Noggle over talking with a couple of the other coaches over here on the sideline. And now Mulbauer and Schabel will come in. Burks and Rowetter will check out. King sprints in with the play. Play clock again down to 10 as they break the huddle. Schabel will split to the left. Mulbauer will be the tight end on the left side, Polking in the slot on that side. And now we get a timeout called by the Carroll Tigers as they were down to about 2 seconds left on the play clock. 2:01 remaining here in the third. Tigers up 21-14. We're back in 30 seconds here on KCIM.
Family owned and operated since 1948. Quant Auto Salvage is the area's best full-service scrap facility. Whether you are looking to sell scrap iron, vehicles, or batteries, or you need to locate that difficult-to-find part for your vehicle, they have what you need. And if it isn't in stock, they can locate it with their nationwide parts database, or you can pull it yourself at their You Pull It. Quant Auto Salvage. They sell the best and recycle the rest on Kitty Hawk Avenue in Carroll.
Jeff Blankman and Mr. Bret Lux back here with you on KCM. Thanks to Megan Berger again down running our video tonight. Brought to you by Western Iowa Networks. Blazing fast, reliable fiber internet with no data caps. You can watch and listen to this game on the CB Sports Network YouTube channel. And Megan down here in front of us running our video production as she has done on our Friday nights of the football season. So we appreciate her. That was a job you used to have years ago.
Quite a few years ago, when I
How
first
many
started.
years ago was it now? Because you're still young.
Seven when I started. Yep.
Okay.
14 years old. I'm 21 now.
Wow. Okay.
So,
and you haven't done it in about, 3 or 4?
I haven't recorded in, about 3 or 4 years.
Okay.
I took that brief hiatus after high school.
Yep. King out of the shotgun. 3rd and 9 for the Tigers. They're going to send Malik out into the flat onto the backfield. He's going deep down the middle of the field. That one is almost intercepted. And you had 2 Humboldt guys making a play on it, and coming over and knocking it away was Valley Davis. Davis came into the night, no interceptions, but also Jacob Gears had a bead on it, and he was sprinting back as well, Brett. He wanted to pick it off, but Davis kind of swatted the ball away from him. It's going to bring up 4th and 9, and I think the Tigers are going to go for a field goal. As coming out is going to be Polking.
And Valley.
Nope, hold on here. Yep, it is. They're going to go for the field goal. They're going to spot it down at the 30. So that is where they'll put it down. Polking 1 of 1 for 26 yards on field goals this year. The kick is up. It is good. And the Carroll Tigers, with that 40-yard field goal, have taken a 24-14 lead. We're back in 1 minute right here on KCIM.
St. Anthony Regional Hospital, the regional leader in healthcare, dedicated to improving the health of the people they serve. At St. Anthony Regional Cancer Center, you'll find the convenience of cancer and oncology consultation and treatment in one convenient location. At St. Anthony Clinic, you'll find a team of doctors and nurses that care about you and your family's health. St. Anthony Clinic is devoted to comprehensive health care for people of all ages. For every stage of life, always look to the cross. Always St. Anthony.
Trees Company.
People want and deserve more comfort, efficiency, and reliability, both in their homes and places of work. Drees Company will be there to meet these challenges, whether we are designing a new system or servicing your existing equipment. We are a rapidly growing company that strives to meet and exceed all your expectations. No matter if you are looking to buy new appliances or need the help from one of our certified technicians, we are here for you. We pride ourselves in our installation and service. Drees Company, servicing the Carroll area since 1933.
1380 AM, 95.1 FM KCM, and on the CB Sports Network YouTube channel, 2414. Our score updates again brought to you by Your Road, Your Team, Your Motor Inn. We've got some young kids running back and forth behind us now all of a sudden. Kickoff goes to McIntyre. He'll field it at the 8. Cuts off to the right, and now going to be tripped out, but not before he gets out to the 25, past the 25 to the 27-yard line. That is where Humboldt will have it 1st down and 10. A minute 44 to go here in this third quarter of play, and what a good third quarter for the Carroll Tigers.
Exactly. You come out here and you scored 10 points, 10 unanswered actually. Take advantage of the interception there, and just like we said, it doesn't have to be a touchdown. 3 points is good. It's a 2-score game now, and a game where scoring has been few and far in between.
Yeah, It's just amazing to me that the offense is kind of dominated on the first possession. Then I thought the defense has dominated the next possession. Now the offenses, for Carroll, it's been both because you've had 2 interceptions that have now led to 10 points. That's the difference in this game right now as Flaherty will come out of the shotgun. He's got twin receivers out to the left. They're going to try and get him on that jet sweep again. And now he finds some running room. He could be gone. He's at the 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, trying to chase him as Collison, but Flaherty going to take it 73 yards to the house. And just like that, Humboldt is right back into the football game.
Yeah, what he did there is he saw the opening from on the far side, and he just almost quick one stepped and up he went. He didn't try to take that far outside to the sideline.
Yeah, just snapped it back to him, and that time they didn't fake it to anybody. They just took off. And again, that's the second time tonight where Carroll, you feel like they've got complete control, and just like that, Humboldt strikes for a big play.
Yep. Seems like
are they gonna
kind of confused on what's going on here.
Yeah, they haven't lined up, and I think they're running their kicker out there now.
Oh, kicker must not have been.
Yeah, so they are. Yeah, it's actually the holder that is late getting out there. Rubo was looking over to the sidelines like, who's going to hold this for me? I can't drop kick it for an extra point. Tigers looking to bring some pressure up the middle. They get through it, they block it. Great job that time coming through by Damian Rodriguez, and he blocks the extra point. You saw him creep through there late, and the Tigers' lead is at 24-20. We'll step away back in 1 minute right here on 1380 AM, 95.1 FM at KCIM.
For over 50 years, Pringer Slumberland has been your trusted destination for all things furniture and flooring. Hi, it's Matt Pringer, third generation in our family-owned business. We understand the importance of creating spaces where memories are made and cherished. Our commitment to quality craftsmanship, personalized service, and unbeatable value has made us a staple in the community. Pringer Slumberland is more than just a furniture store. We're part of your community, and when you shop with us, you're not just furnishing your home, you're investing in the livelihood of your neighbors. Pringer Slumberland, Highway 30 West in Carroll.
This fall, cozy up with internet that keeps up. With WindSpeed Fiber Internet from Western Iowa Networks, enjoy 1 gig speeds for just $99.99 a month. Perfect for streaming, football, fall shows, and working from home. No lag, no interruptions, just the speed you need all season long. Other speed packages available starting at just $59.99 a month. Call or text 712-775-2946 for details or visit westionet.com today. Western Iowa Networks, connecting you to what matters for 120 years.
Humboldt has learned their lesson of kicking the ball to Trayvon Childress and allowing him to return it. That time they kicked it into the end zone, so it's an automatic touchback. Again, averaging 44 yards per kick return, and then had a one that might even up that average tonight as he almost took one to the house here to start the second half. But the Tigers now, Brett, they've got to get the offense rolling again. They're still up 24-20, but Humboldt just grabbed the momentum.
Yeah, I mean, there was a quick play right there, 75 yards, you said, correct? Right?
77.
77, right down the line. And that's a huge kick in the stomach if you're Carroll.
The Tigers will come out. King under center. Rowetter lines up behind him with Malik to his left. They'll hand it off to Rowetter straight up the gut. And Humboldt pushes the pile back, but not before they move it out to the 23-yard line. A pickup of 3 on the play. 7 carries now, 22 yards for Rowetter. Those are kind of the dirty yards in a way that you're not expecting the big plays out of that, but it keeps the defense honest.
Yeah, it keeps the defense honest, and it really wears and tears down on a defense there when you run 4 of those in a row and you get a first down. It takes a lot out of the defense, gets them tired.
I'm sure that, he wouldn't like it because he's a Hawkeye fan, but he reminds me a little of Tom Rathman back in his days with Nebraska as he just bowls that and pushes that pile forward. They'll hand it off again, and fighting his way forward is a Rowetter, and he's going to get out again near the 28-yard line, a pickup of 5. Going to bring up third down and about 2 to go.
Let's just say, I always had plenty of their bulls that just run the ball for 3 yards every play.
You guys don't run the fullback a lot, though, do you? It's mainly the
not
tailback
anymore,
and
not
stuff.
anymore.
Yeah,
It's been quite a few years. Mark Weissman was probably our last real.
Your last real fullback?
Well, he ended up being a running back, I think,
yeah,
halfway through his career.
He did. They had to move him, yeah. You didn't have anybody else that was running the ball very well, so you had to go to him.
Sounds like Iowa football.
Yeah. That's usually the passing game you guys complaining about. Well, Burke's going to split out to the right, King under center. Humboldt faking like they're coming with some pressure, and we get some movement. I don't know if it's on Carroll or Humboldt. Both crowds are cheering. And let's see who the officials say it's going to be on. Looking down at the white hat down on the field. Yeah, it looks like Carroll is the one. Nope, it's going to go against Humboldt. Carroll is the one backing up.
Yeah, we're backing up.
Yes, so you thought it was maybe going to go against them, but then it ends up going against Humboldt, and that is going to be penalty number 5 against them.
Wow.
And that's going to be enough for a Tiger first down.
I wonder if Carroll thought something wrong, though, because they all kind of looked a little bit surprised when they made the call there.
Yep, they start the clock, and Carroll will not get a snap off. Third quarter going to come to an end. Tigers outscoring Humboldt 10-6 in that third quarter. They lead it heading to the fourth by a score of 24-20. We're back with the fourth quarter in 1 minute here on KCIM and on the CB Sports Network YouTube channel.
Only Pizza Ranch serves buffet your way.
Don't you mean my way, Mr. Voiceover Guy?
Sure, anyone's way, actually. Request your favorite pizza. We'll make it, bake it, and give you the first slice.
I can add peppers to pepperoni, Stampede on stuffed crust, maybe Texan taco on thin. No tomatoes on my half. How can I convince Mom to let us eat here every night?
It's buffet your way at Pizza Ranch. Say it with me, kid.
Oh, hell no, not again. Has the roof on your home or business been damaged by the recent hailstorm? Does your roof need looked at? Let our hail damage experts at Brinks Exteriors work for you to get you a new roof. Call 712 Roof Pro. We know the last thing you want to do is worry about your biggest investment. Hail happens, but we can fix it. Call Brinks Exteriors now for a free roof inspection. 712 Roof Pro.
You bet. Welcome back here to the Carroll Athletic Field. Jeff Blankman, Bret Lux with you here tonight. Carroll Tiger football here. Non-district matchup between Carroll and Humboldt. And what a football game we've had. Tigers on top of the Wildcats 24-20. They'll have the football first and 10 at their own 33-yard line as we start the fourth quarter of play. And Bret, what did either team got to do to win this one?
We briefly talked about that there during the commercial break, but I think if you watch Carroll High slowly run this clock out like they have been all day, you're going to win the game because you're going to leave them with.
Hand it off to Adam Malik, and this might not be a slow one. He breaks some tackles, dragging guys with him, slips through another tackle, and gets all the way down to the Humboldt 49-yard line. A pickup of 18 on the play. He's now got 13 carries for 79 yards unofficially. And I tell you what, that was a nice hole. We talk about how he and King and those guys have run the ball, but the offensive line's done a nice job.
Exactly, and that's what we talked about in the beginning there, is winning the trenches there. I could almost tell that's why I paused. There's going to be a big play there because that hole was huge for him to hit.
If you're Humboldt, what do you got to do here? I'm assuming get a stop here and then
get the ball back right here, and you got to go down, and a field goal doesn't get you tied up at all right now. You got to score a touchdown in this next drive if you get to stop here.
King taking his time again. They'll break the huddle with 15 seconds. Burke going to split out to the left. Polking in the slot over here on the right side. They'll line Moyer Oberding in as the tight end on that side. They're going to hand it off on that little counter to Malik, breaks a tackle and then fights his way down to the 40 as Valley Davis will swing him down. A pickup of 9 on the play. And it's going to bring up second down and 1 to go. And he just continues to not be easy to be brought down.
He has been that's been the most fun guy to watch I've seen in quite a while. He runs very, very well.
Clock running here with 10:50. So a lot of time left in this football game. As fast as that first quarter went.
Yeah.
Now with some penalties and a few turnovers and some points, it is slowed down to kind of the normal pace of a high school football game.
Yep, but Carroll High's already taken off 2 minutes here, and they've only ran about 3 plays.
And there is a sneak by King, and he's going to be right at the first down marker. And they are going to go ahead and move the chain. So play number 6 actually coming up. Hard to believe they've ran that many plays. King now 10 carries, 42 yards. And Brett, we've got to figure out. It's not going to be easy. We got a whole quarter to go, but we've got a player of the game to figure out at the end of this one.
Can we just give it to a whole team? Everybody's played fantastic here.
I've had people ask me that before, and I always say to them, I hate to say it this way, it's called player of the game. I know we've had people at times pushing to get like the whole offensive line, and I'm like, I got to pick one. I don't have room for 5 guys on there or 12 guys. So.
We do have a team of the week, though.
We do. Yep, that's announced every Wednesday. Tigers hand it off again, this time straight up the middle, and Michael Rowetter not going anywhere on that one. 2nd down and 10 to go for the Tigers, but they don't seem to be concerned tonight with the 2nd and 3rd and longs because they've been able to make those plays when they've needed to.
Yeah, like I said, they are. I wish I could tell you right now, but I bet they're averaging about 4 yards per carry. Right now, they just have runs where they are just...
You really good in math? Malik's got 14 carries, 88 yards. I know King, 10 carries, 42 yards. That's 4.2.
Yep.
They'll snap it back to King. He's going to roll out, wants to throw. He's got Burke downfield. Now he's going to tuck it. He's got good speed. He's going to make one guy miss before darting out of bounds. A couple of Humboldt guys running into each other. But he's going to get all the way down to the 25-yard line, a pickup of 14. And now 11 carries, 56 yards. That's about 5.5 or about 5.1 yards per carry for him now.
And that's insane. That's really impressive there.
And Malik is averaging about 7 yards per carry. So you mix those two together, you're looking at about 6 yards per carry.
Yes.
But then you throw Rowetter in there and those little fullback handoffs up the middle. What do I got him? 9 carries, 20. That's 3 yards per carry. So you're probably right at around that 4.5 to 5 yards per carry. And as a coach, I think you'll take that. They hand it off again, and not much running room. Humboldt was diving in there like the ball maybe had come out, but you don't see any Tigers jumping in there like that. Malik that time spun down, picked up a yard down to the 24-yard line. It'll bring up 2nd down and 9 to go. 9th play of the drive coming up here for Carroll.
And at this point in the game, there's nothing wrong with that 1-yard carry. It just what it does is just drains the clock here. And these Carroll Highs Tigers are not in a huge rush right now, and you like to see that as a Carroll High fan.
And I know a field goal would put them up by a touchdown and an extra point. You're getting into that range. You just made a 40-yarder. You're at 41 right now. So if you can pick up a few more yards, you might have a chance at a field goal if you can't score the touchdown. I know the Tigers want the touchdown. King faked the handoff that time to Rowetter, tried to follow him up the middle, and Humboldt's defense starting to bow up a little bit here. The yards are getting a little tougher. No gain. It's going to bring up 3rd and 9.
Yeah, I think Polking, that 40-yard field goal he had would have been good for 45. He's got a good boot on him.
Esac County down now 57-13 in their ball game. I think we got an update on Glidden Ralston. I'll try to get you that as King comes running in here. Glidden up now 52-0 after 3 quarters over Griswold. Burke will split out to the left. 3rd and 8. Might be a passing down unless the Tigers feel they're in 2-down territory. And that time I thought I saw a flag because there was some movement from Humboldt, but Carroll calls the timeout. They'll stop the clock. 7:53 to go here. Tigers on top, 24-20. We'll step away. Brett and I are back in 30 seconds here on KCIM.
These DMAC Carroll campus students are tomorrow's nurses. They're leaders, smart, dedicated, and they care about their community.
My experience in DMAC nursing so far, I get to make difference in people's lives during their most vulnerable times, and I build friendships along the way.
The interaction between the faculty, staff, and professor with the students are really close. They really help us a lot every time.
Get started today.
Coming to you live here from the Gatorade broadcast booth, distributed by Pepsi Beverages. Gatorade helping athletes fuel, recover, and perform. And that is, of course, Pepsi Beverages of Carroll. We thank them very much. Brett, if you're Carroll, are you in 2-down territory here? Do you feel like you can get a field goal here? What do you do on this 3rd and 8? Do you try to get it all, or do you feel like you maybe, if you can get 6 or 7 here, you go for it on 4th down?
I think, if you get 6 or 7 here, you kick the field goal and you take your touchdown lead. So if they score a touchdown and kick the extra point, you go to overtime instead of scoring a touchdown and winning the game.
Burke going to split out to the right. King under center. Rowetter lines up behind him. They're going to fake it. They are going to throw. King's looking for Burke. He's going to throw it short. He was looking for Olberding. Had Burke deep. Went short. It'll be thrown incomplete. It's going to bring up 4th down, and more than likely, no guarantee, but more than likely, we will see Polking come on here, and there he's going to come out onto the field. So the Tigers going to try a field goal here, and this one should be at about 40 yards as well. It's to the other end of the field. Kieran Polking just made one from 40 here a moment ago. Humboldt did get a little pressure on that one.
They did, yes, they did. Polking's got a great leg, though.
He does. Been kicking since he was a freshman. There's the snap. The hold is down. Pressure comes. They run into him. The kick is up. It is good. I don't see a flag as Polking went down, but he just booted his second 40-yard field goal of the night, and the Tigers now lead it by a score of 27-20. Brett and I need to step away. We're back in 1 minute here on KCIM.
Since 1968, Mackey Motors has been serving Lake City and the surrounding communities with new and certified pre-owned vehicles. Mackey Motors is a full-service dealership providing oil changes in our Quick Lube Express bays, a service department with world-class trained technicians, a body shop and collision center with the latest equipment, a full vehicle detailing department, or come talk with one of our highly knowledgeable sales staff.
Recipient of the GM Mark of Excellence Award for 16 years running. Together, let's drive at Mackey Motors in Lake City. MackeyMotors.com.
From footings to framing to finish. For farm, home, or commercial, for more than 90 years, Wall Lake Lumber Company has been proud to help our communities grow. With 4 convenient locations and one of the largest building material inventories in the area, we are sure to be able to fill all your building needs. From project design and estimating to friendly advice, we can't wait to be part of the process for you. Wall Lake Lumber, with locations in Wall Lake, Lakeview, Odebolt, and Carroll. We're not your grandpa's lumberyard.
McIntyre fields it at about the 11, finds a little bit of a seam, but that'll close down quickly. He's going to get out near the 30-yard line, and that is where Humboldt will have it. 1st down and 10 with 7:36 remaining. The Carroll defense, minus that one play, has been pretty good here in the second half. A 3-and-out here could really put Carroll in good shape. I'm not going to say end it,
Nope.
but could put him in really good shape.
Yeah, put a little ice on the champagne there, but let's see what they can do here. They've looked really well today. I want to give a shout-out to Matt Clucky, though. He's watching tonight on YouTube.
There we go. Thank you, Matt. We appreciate that. Thanks to Megan Berger for running our video broadcast here tonight. Mallett going to split out this time, McIntyre going to split to the left. Both of them wear 22. They've got 2 wide receivers to the right. Flaherty again wanting to keep it, and he is just going to be hit and knocked out of bounds. I'm surprised. And I'll explain here in a moment. He got out to about the 31, a pickup of 1. He slowed down and stopped before going out of bounds, and he allowed himself to get thumped over on the sidelines. I would have thought he'd have just went out of bounds with a little momentum.
Yeah, you want to get out of bounds. Keep that yourself from getting hit by a linebacker coming at you almost full speed, or a safety coming at you full speed there.
I think that was Michael Rowetter coming from his linebacker spot and got a free shot at him as he kind of stopped about a yard from going out of bounds.
Yeah, this ain't the NFL where if you give yourself up, they can't hit you.
Flaherty drops back, throws it across the middle. It is complete to the other Flaherty. That's Chase, and he is going to be wrapped up and brought down by Lincoln Burke, but not before he gets out to the 45-yard line. A pickup of 14 on the play. And Jackson Flaherty now has gone over 100 yards here in the ballgame.
Great tackle there by Lincoln Burke.
Yep.
Great tackle. Wrap up. That's a great form tackle right there.
8 of 15 unofficially, 112 yards, a touchdown, but 2 interceptions for Flaherty. Tigers could use a 3rd pick here. Flaherty again out of the shotgun, 6:30 to go here in the game. They hand it off. Oh, nope, they fake it to Kirkhoff. Flaherty tried to keep it, and he is stuffed in the backfield. They're going to give him really good forward progress. It's only going to be a loss of 2 back to the 44-yard line, but a good stop by the Tigers and good pressure up front by the Tiger defensive line.
Yeah, you got to be thankful for that forward progress there because it looked like they almost had him down on the 40-yard line there. So that's 4 yards they get out of there.
Valley Davis And Chase Flaherty going to split out here to the left along with McIntyre, and Humboldt wants to talk about it. 2nd and 12 at their own 44-yard line at 6:02 left in the game. Tigers up 27-20. Our score updates are brought to you again by Your Road, Your Team, Your Motor Inn. Back after 1 minute here on KCIM and the CB Sports Network YouTube channel.
Hi, this is Shelley Deal, physician.
Life's better when you're under our roof.
Danny dreams fearlessly.
Because when you feel protected,
It's okay.
your family's free to pursue their dreams.
So are you brave?
I'm brave.
I'm fearless.
I'm fearless.
Bundle life and save up to 25% on home and auto. American Family Insurance.
For details, contact Nicole Unken at Nicole Unken Agency.
Midwest Wholesale is your local building products headquarters. We have everything you need for your smaller home improvements to the building of your home or commercial building. We pride ourselves on giving you top-notch service, quality products with competitive prices. So whether you're a do-it-yourselfer, a contractor, or you just need a little help on a project, Midwest Wholesale is a one-stop resource for all your building needs. Midwest Wholesale, how you want it, when you want it, where you want it, we deliver.
We've got our third pickoff of the night. Breaking on that one beautifully that time for the Carroll Tigers was Landon Peterson. And Peterson picks it off. The Tigers will have it in Humboldt territory. And what a play that time by Landon Peterson.
He simply just sat back and kind of waited for that ball to get there, and he jumped in front of it. That was almost like an Ed Reed ball hawk type of play right there.
5:58 to go in this one. And the Tigers in good shape right now, up 27-20. They'll have it at the Humboldt 42-yard line. I thought he was deeper than that, but the Tigers will have it at the 42-yard line. Third time tonight. Flaherty's played a really good game, but I think he's going to be, as a competitor, he's going to go back and look. And at least a couple of those interceptions, he's going to be disappointed that he didn't read where the defense was sitting.
Yep. And as a wide receiver, you got to come to the ball.
Yep.
You can't sit and wait for it because that.
King wanting to throw. He's going to tuck it and run. He's got the edge. Olberding out blocking in front of him. He's got the sideline. Going to be knocked out of bounds inside the 20 where they're going to mark him down at the 19. So a pickup of it, 23 on the play. And Camden King continues to impress here tonight. Now 13 carries, 79 yards.
Camden has great vision. You can see there, if you're watching the live stream, he's pointing out who he wants to get blocked to give him the hole he needs to run. And that's very, very impressive out of a first-year quarterback.
ESAC losing to MVAO COU 56-13. Audubon up right now 78-7 on our Weeva. That one in the fourth quarter. Some other updates, 42-14 right now. IKM Manning putting it to South Central Calhoun. We've got a flag coming in from the far sideline. And what's the call? Is it going to be movement? It is. It's going to cost the Carroll Tigers 5 yards. That's going to make it now 1st and 15. If they can pick up a first down here, though, Brett, it almost allows them to chew a little bit more time off of the clock.
Yeah, and right now with, there it is, 5:43 here. That's what they want, is to chew the clock off as much as possible. They're already in field goal range. It's proven that he can boot the ball from 40 plus.
So you don't want a field goal, though.
No,
here. You don't want to
no.
take that risk if you don't have to.
Yep.
Burke going to split out to the left. King under center, turns, hands the football off to Malik. He's got running room, cuts it back at the 15, the 10, the 5, barrels his way in for the touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown run from Alec Malik, and the Carroll Tigers have extended that lead now up to 33-20, pending the extra point.
You know, it looks like he's going to go down at one point. He just doesn't go down. This is super impressive downhill running out of Malik tonight here. And that's his hat trick for the night. Is that his third touchdown here?
That is his first, believe it or not.
Is it really? Okay.
Yep, believe it or not, that's his first tonight.
I don't know why I had him for 3.
Yep.
It seems like he should have had it the way he's running.
Well, I'll have to double check. He might have had another one here. Yep, he's got 2. So he's got 2 touchdowns tonight. Polking's extra point. I heard a whistle before the kick.
They're going to have offsides, I think.
Yep. This puts Carroll up by 2 scores and 2 two-point conversions. Are they going to take it? It's going to go against Humboldt. but you heard the whistle before, kind of as the snap was going. So if you're Humboldt, you're going to argue that your guys stopped. Noggle out onto the field. I think they're going to decline the penalty. So I think they're going to have to re-kick it. They're just not going to slide it in the 2 yards or the yard and a half that they would. Because I heard the whistle before this, kind of almost at the snap of the ball. So Humboldt really didn't even try to come in with any pressure. So Adam Malik's 24-yard touchdown run may have sealed this one, but it could have been that interception from Landon Peterson. If you look at Carroll tonight, 17 points off of turnovers. That's the difference in this game.
Yeah, and they took advantage of their...
And the point is up. It is good, and the Tigers are going to take a 34-20 lead. We'll step away, take a break. 5:37 remaining. We're back in a minute here on KCIM.
Motor Inn of Carroll is your hometown team for all of your sales, service, parts, and collision needs all season long. From the helpful sales staff to the area's best service department, Motor Inn of Carroll has the expertise that you need to stay on the road and keep that auto investment looking good. From work to play, they have it all. Good luck to all the area teams from Motor Inn of Carroll.
Family owned and operated since 1948, Quant Auto Salvage is the area's best full-service scrap facility. Whether you are looking to sell scrap iron, vehicles, or batteries, or you need to locate that difficult-to-find part for your vehicle, they have what you need. And if it isn't in stock, they can locate it with their nationwide parts database, or you can pull it yourself at their You Pull It. Quant Auto Salvage. They sell the best and recycle the rest on Kitty Hawk Avenue in Carroll.
Carroll Tiger crowd into this one here tonight as the Tigers up by 14. The return that time by Braden Dahl out to around the 26-27 yard line. But Carroll just needs another stop here. And they may be able to run the clock out here with a 2-touchdown advantage tonight. And Brett, I mentioned it here a moment ago, 17 points off of turnovers. Any coach going to take that.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we talked about in the beginning of the pregame show, is taking advantage of mistakes and making them pay for their penalties, their turnovers, and other little mental mistakes they have made. They took advantage of everything and scored. I wonder how much they've scored off some big penalties. I know they've scored at least 2 touchdowns on big penalties.
Humboldt will have it first down and 10 at their own at 27-yard line. Flaherty, high snap, goes up and gets it. He's going to have to throw the ball. Mulbauer will chase. He looks and throws. It is going to be incomplete. He was looking to get it out into the flat that time. His intended receiver was Dane Clark, who was open, but the pass led him out of bounds. It's going to bring up second down and at 10 to go. And if you're Carroll, you've really got Humboldt right where you want them, and that is a team that is okay throwing the ball, but they'd really rely on their running game. And you've kind of forced them after that first drive to really have to throw more than I think they wanted to tonight.
Yeah, and you've created turnovers off those throws. There's been 3 interceptions here in this game already.
Flaherty again out of the shotgun. Going to take the snap. Pressure comes up the middle. He goes deep down the field, and that is a nice catch by Valley Davis. Outstanding coverage by Matt Collison. And the catch going to be made all the way down to the Tiger 46, now 45-yard line. So a pickup of around 28 yards on that play, and now they are hurrying up as they have to do. Minute 40 or minute first down and 10, I should say. Flaherty in some trouble. He's going to be spun down, and there is Gavin Holt. About a 7-yard loss, 6-yard loss. They're going to mark him down at the 49 of his own. So a 6-yard loss will bring up second down and 10. Valley Davis with his second catch here a moment ago is up to 51 yards on 3 catches. But the clock running here, 4:40 counting, 34-20 Carroll with the lead. Our score updates again brought to you by Your Road, Your Team, Your Motor Inn. Don't forget to sign up for a sack a free sack of groceries at Market on 30. Just go down there and sign up, then listen to Rewind on Tuesday morning, 9:30 till 10 o'clock here on KCM. We'll announce our winner and our sack of the game. Deep pass, and Davis makes a really nice catch in Carroll territory down to the 39-yard line. So that'll be a pickup at 12. He's got some nice hands.
Yes, he does. He's made some pretty nice catches here, stretching out and using his long arms to make these catches. Beautiful throws to him, too.
Yeah. Still going to bring up third down, third and about 4. They're in 2-down territory the rest of the game. He did get out of bounds to stop the clock. Flaherty, another high snap. Pressure comes, and he's going to go down the field. It's going to be intercepted. He's going to have to bring it out. Matt Collison is going to have to bring it out of the end zone. He caught that at about the 4, Brett, and his momentum took him into the end zone, but he got the pick, and the Tigers will have it at their own 1-yard line after that Collison interception, and that one should seal the deal. But the one thing they're going to have to do is get that ball away from their own goal line, and probably going to have to run it straight up the middle a few times.
Yeah, and I think after their performance tonight of running the ball up the middle, I wouldn't be all that worried about having to run the ball up the middle. They've been proven to get yards when they can do that.
Who's our Culver's player of the game in this one? This is not going to be easy. Wow. Polking 2 40-yard field goals here tonight. Kemper beating Shenandoah 42-7. Adam Malik and Camden King been outstanding running the football. The O-line's been good. You got 4 different guys with interceptions defensively tonight.
I think we figured out who our team of the week is, though.
Could. We'll have to see how the rest of the week comes out. Yep. King under center. He could just keep it. He'll hand it off. And I think that's a Rowetter fighting his way forward for a 2-yard gain out to the 3-yard line. And if you're Carroll, you burn every second of that play clock on every snap here.
Yep.
And I think 2 first downs. Don't count my math on this one here because I'm trying to do it while I talk. But I think 2 first downs would give them the opportunity, unless Humboldt starts to use any timeouts. 2 first downs could run the clock out here.
Yes, it could. I mean, 40-second time clock with about 3:40 left to go here.
And King really taking his time to get into the huddle. Still 17 on the play clock. They'll break the huddle. Burt going to split out to the left. Down to 8 on the play clock. King looking at it. I love having those play clocks on either end zone. He will snap this one with 4. They run it to Malik, and Malik going to lose a yard or lose 2 yards back to the 1-yard line. So this thing not over yet. And did Humboldt burn a timeout? They did. They'll be down to 1 timeout remaining. Tigers going to face 3rd and 10 from their own 1 with 3:09 remaining. Brett and I are back in a minute here on KCIM.
Olson's Outdoor Power is your one-stop service and equipment shop for all things outdoor. We sell the best power sports products in the business, from Polaris, Can-Am, Sea-Doo, and Ski-Doo, trailers to tackle any job from H&H, Triton, and Wilson, and we continue to lead the way in lawn and garden equipment with great products from Exmark, Dixie Chopper, Husqvarna, Cub Cadet, Steel, and Echo. Add factory-trained technicians in 2 locations, and it's easy to see why Olson's Outdoor Power is the leader in all things outdoor. Olson's Outdoor Power, your one-stop service and equipment shop with locations in Atlantic and Carroll.
St. Anthony Regional Hospital, the regional leader in healthcare, dedicated to improving the health of the people they serve. At St. Anthony Regional Cancer Center, you'll find the convenience of cancer and oncology consultation and treatment in one convenient location. At St. Anthony Clinic, you'll find a team of doctors and nurses that care about you and your family's health. St. Anthony Clinic is devoted to comprehensive healthcare for people of all ages. For every stage of life, always look to the cross. Always St. Anthony.
The onside kick. This thing's still a long way from being over.
Yep.
So Carroll needs to do something here. 3rd and 10. I don't think they're going to get. They're certainly not getting 2-down territory. So they've got to get as much as they can here to give their punter a little bit of room to be able to try and get a good punt off. And their punter, of course, is Mason Stitz. He's averaging about 36 yards per punt on the season. King under center. Going to hand it off. And that is Malik, and he's going to get out to the 4. So a pickup of 3 on the play. And actually, I think that was Rowetter. So Rowetter now up to 32 yards on the night, and the Tigers going to have to punt this one away. And Humboldt going to burn their final timeout. Brett, thoughts here right now on the situation Carroll is in, up 34-20 with 3:14 remaining.
Yeah, you got to bow up here and make sure they're not throwing the ball on you. Again, you've done a great job the last few throws here of being able to get interceptions and force the turnovers. So right now, if you are Humboldt, take your quick, short passes, get out of bounds, and you got to keep as much time on the clock as that you can.
Don't forget the new A4 scoreboard show coming up at the conclusion here. It'll start at 10 o'clock tonight here on KCIM and on our sister station of Kick 106.7. Thanks to KC Miners and Todd Danner and, of course, Craig Lux all coming in tonight. So they'll get interviews. I'll go down and interview Coach Rowetter and send that off to him. But we'll have interviews with all 9 of our area football coaches. We'll have our local scores and the scores from those local districts as we focus really on our area of the state. But we try to get you other important scores as well. And again, all of that from 10 to midnight tonight on KCIM and Kick 106.7. Mason Stitz on to punt. Flaherty is lined up at around the Tiger 34-yard line. And Humboldt looks like they could be trying to bring some pressure from this left edge. They've got 3 guys lined up all in the same spot. They come from that side, but Stitz gets it off, and he's going to boom this one. And a fair catch called for from Flaherty. And they're going to mark him down at around the 47-yard line of Carroll. So a huge, huge punt that time by Stitz.
Yeah, very great job there to be able to get the fair catch and kind of run it down like an outfielder tracing a fly ball down.
So Humboldt will have it in Carroll territory, but no timeouts left. You got to take the sidelines away. That would be my key. You want to keep that clock running. And, you know, you want to be able to keep them from stopping the clock. With no timeouts, if you keep them in bounds, at least the clock keeps running.
Yep, and you can see that's what the defensive backs are doing with their shoulders.
Flaherty out of the shotgun, drops straight back, throws it, and a diving attempt. It is going to be incomplete. Great effort out here that time by Valley Davis again. That would have been at around the Tiger 35-yard line. Would have been enough for a first down, but it does fall incomplete. And it is going to bring up now 2nd down and 10 to go. Only problem with that falling incomplete, and you wanted it to, but it only burned 5 seconds off of the clock.
Yep. Valley Davis did a good job there with the head fake, acting like he was going to go inside.
Flaherty again drops back, throws it out. It is complete. Chase Flaherty will make the catch. Coverage by Peterson. That's going to be at the 39-yard line, a pickup of about 8 on the play. So that is going to bring up now 3rd down and about 2 yards to go. Jackson Flaherty has thrown it now for about 160 yards on the night, but those 4 interceptions kind of the difference here in the game. And Flaherty came into tonight with 2 interceptions on the night. He had thrown 2 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. Big 3rd and 2. Flaherty going to roll out. Pressure comes from Polking. The ball going to be over the head of his intended receiver, McIntyre. So, Brett, in a way, it all comes down to this. They stop him here. Humboldt's out of timeouts. You pretty much run the clock out and you win the ball game. If Humboldt gets this 4th and 2, it's not over yet.
No, it's for sure not over here if they can pick it up here. And they got a difficult call here. If they're going to try to run the ball up the middle, that'll keep the clock going, or are they going to try to throw it and get out of bounds?
So Flaherty out of the shotgun's got a running back on each side. They'll hand it off to McIntyre. He's got the first down and more as he's going to fight his way down to the 31, a pickup of 8 on the play. Just 8 carries, 37 yards for him unofficially. And now Humboldt going to sprint up to the line. Tigers were trying to get a sub into the game. And now do we get a timeout called by Carroll? Or what do we get here? The official over here on the Carroll sideline came in waving his arms. I think they're allowing Carroll to sub. I think maybe Humboldt had subbed, but they stopped the clock to be able to do it. So 2:41 left here. And the Tigers able to get some subs onto the field. Humboldt going to split Clark out to the right. Listening here to the official. Reset the game clock to 2:44, the play clock to 25. They're going to roll with both on his whistle. And there is his whistle. 2 wide receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Flaherty drops back. Pressure comes up the middle. He's got a man down the middle. That's Chase Flaherty. He'll cut back. He's going to be drugged down. Touchdown saving tackle that time by Vincent, but he is all the way down to the 2-yard line, a pickup of 30 on the play. And all of a sudden, Humboldt is in really good shape here. They'll snap it back. They hand it off to McIntyre, and he goes in for the touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown run from McIntyre, his second of the ball game. And Humboldt is an extra point away from being down by 1 score with 2:21 remaining.
It's a big field goal coming up here.
Yep. Wow, this is not what you anticipated. Even with that 4th and 2, they've just been able to get the ball down the field too easily. Cam Manning all over South Central Calhoun, 49-14 with just over 6 to go on kick 106.7 tonight.
Seems like they were missing their snapper there.
Yep, they missing the holder earlier, missing the snapper this time. Audubon beating Arweva 84-7. The hold is down, the kick is up, it is good. And we've got a 7-point ball game here at 34-27. The Tiger crowd has gone quiet. We're back in 1 minute here on KCIM.
People want and deserve more comfort, efficiency, and reliability, both in their homes and places of work. Dries Company will be there to meet these challenges, whether we are designing a new system or servicing your existing equipment. We are a rapidly growing company that strives to meet and exceed all your expectations. No matter if you are looking to buy new appliances or need the help from one of our certified technicians, we are here for you. We pride ourselves in our installation and service. Dries Company, servicing the Carroll area since 1933.
For over 50 years, Pringer Slumberland has been your trusted destination for all things furniture and flooring. Hi, it's Matt Pringer, 3rd generation in our family-owned business. We understand the importance of creating spaces where memories are made and cherished. Our commitment to quality craftsmanship, personalized service, and unbeatable value has made us a staple in the community. Pringer Slumberland is more than just a furniture store. We're part of your community, and when you shop with us, you're not just furnishing your home, you're investing in the livelihood of your neighbors. Pringer Slumberland, Highway 30 West in Carroll.
2:21 left here tonight. But the Carroll Tigers, Brett, you said it during the break. This is an onside kick to determine the game in a way. Humboldt gets it, they stay in it. Carroll gets it, they can run the clock out. 2:21 left. And Humboldt set with Rubel to do the onside kick. He's lined up like he's going to kick it to the Carroll sideline. That's what he does. And Lincoln Burke goes after it, doesn't get it. It's loose, and Humboldt going to fall on the football at their own 48-yard line. So Humboldt gets the onside kick. And they have scored quickly too many times here tonight to feel comfortable right now if you're a Carroll Tiger. 2:17 remaining. The key is, though, no timeouts left, and this is where Carroll needs to get one of those turnovers that they've been able to get most of tonight.
Yeah, it looks like we got a downed Wildcat out there. But yeah, if you're Carroll here, you got to get a turnover force them here. It's tough to say what Humboldt's going to have to do here.
They're going to have to put it in the air. You can't run the ball unless you get Flaherty on the edge where he can maybe dance his way out of bounds. And again, if you're Carroll, you want to take away the outside, but they got beat down the middle several times on that last drive, so you don't want to give up the middle too easily.
No, and it's like I said, it's kind of tough for Carroll here to decide what they're going to do, but they have been great at forcing turnovers. I mean, send a little bit more pressure, just like they were doing earlier, and I'd say drop back in a man coverage and try to stay one-on-one with your man.
We hope the young man from Humboldt's going to be all right. They are getting him to sit up. It looks like Caden Frieden, number 16, is the injured player, and he is up and going to walk off the field. And that is a good sign. And Humboldt will have it. They're going to have it at their own 47-yard line. And again, 2:17 left in this one. He is walking off the field pretty slowly here tonight. So hopefully that young man going to be all right as Humboldt comes back out to start this possession. Carroll fell down 7-0 in this one, and then rallied back to tie it at 7. They took a 14-7 lead. Humboldt then tied it right before half. Scored in 21 seconds to tie it at 14. Carroll came out in the third and took control of the game. They've led by almost 2 scores for a good portion of the second half. But every time they get up by 2 scores, Humboldt seems to do something well. Flaherty out of the shotgun, going to drop back. They get some pressure up the middle. He flares it out to Kirchhoff. Kirchhoff going to catch it, but he is stopped well short of the first down. Polking over there to make the tackle. It's going to be down to the Tiger 48-yard line, a pickup of 5 on the play.
What a great tackle there by Polking. He put his head right on the football. I'm surprised that ball wasn't fumbled.
Yep, and it's going to bring up 2nd and 5, but that kept the clock running. They'll snap it at about 1:50 to go here in the game. Flaherty again drops back, now scrambles, throws it out to Kirchhoff again. He'll step out of bounds at the Tiger 45-yard line. That'll be a gain of 3 on the play. I've got Flaherty now up to 198 yards, but it's going to bring up 3rd down and about 2 at the Carroll 45-yard line. 1:46 to go here in the football game. 3rd play of this possession coming up for Humboldt. Valley Davis and Chase Flaherty will split out to the left. Shotgun for Jackson Flaherty with a running back on both sides. Kirchhoff on the right. McIntyre the left. They'll hand it to McIntyre, and he's just going to get the first down to the 42-yard line. Needed 2 and picked up 3. So that'll stop the clock for them to move the chains. 1:41 left here in the football game. Carroll up 34-27. They'll wind the clock. Our score updates, and we have another injured Wildcat out on the field, and that's going to stop the clock. And again, hopefully everybody okay.
Yeah.
You never want anybody injured in any game.
Of course not, no.
Our score updates tonight, again, have been brought to you by Your Road, Your Team, Your Motor Inn. And again, thanks to Megan Berger. She's been standing down there in the heat all night, but I think she's enjoying this when she's running our video broadcast tonight. Brought to you again by Western Iowa Networks, blazing fast, reliable fiber internet with no data caps. And, of course, you can watch and listen to it on the CB Sports Network YouTube channel. So thanks to Megan for coming out and hanging out. She's right down here in front of our broadcast window. We kind of block off, thanks to Randy Beeston and Carroll. They allow us to block off a little area right in front in the back row, and that allows her to be able to run the camera from there. And we run all of our audio right out to her instead of having to run 100 foot of it down the back of the bleachers that we did years ago. Chase Flaherty going to split out here to the left. Valley Davis to the right. Jackson Flaherty out of the shotgun. Kirchhoff's going to line up to his left. McIntyre in the slot on the right side. They're going to look to go downfield. He's got a man down there, and it's just over the head. Valley Davis cut to the inside. His quarterback Flaherty expected him to cut sideline. Otherwise, I think that's a completion, and they were behind the Carroll defense again.
Yeah, he just looked kind of confused on where the ball was going to be. He was looking over the wrong shoulder, and then he looks over the right shoulder. Very, very lucky there if you're Carroll.
2nd and 10, 1:30 to go here in the football game. Tigers up 34-27. Our Culver's player of the game coming up in the postgame. McIntyre in the slot here on the left side. Chase Flaherty lined out there. They've got Davis lined out to the right. Jackson Flaherty now rolls to his right, throws it downfield. Is it caught? That is a great effort by Valley Davis to make the catch down to the 19-yard line, a pickup of 23 on the play. You mentioned his hands. You saw him there.
Yeah, he's got such long arms and such great footwork and this playmaking ability to get himself on the sidelines. He was up in the air and is able to get his feet in bounds.
And Carroll going to call a timeout here. The Tigers take their final timeout here. They've got to settle down their safety right now, and they can't allow Flaherty to get to the edges anymore. We'll step away, take a break. We're back in 30 seconds here on KCIM.
This fall, cozy up with internet that keeps up. With WindSpeed Fiber Internet from Western Iowa Networks, enjoy 1 gig speeds for just $99.99 a month. Perfect for streaming, football, fall shows, and working from home. No lag, no interruptions, just the speed you need all season long. Other speed packages available starting at just $59.99 a month. Call or text 712-775-2946 for details or visit westinet.com today. Western Iowa Networks, connecting you to what matters for 120 years.
Jeff Blankman, Bret Lux with you back here on KCIM from the Carroll Athletic Field. Tigers clinging right now to a 34-27 lead over Humboldt, who has it 1st and 10 at the Tiger 19-yard line. Chase Flaherty lines up to the left. Valley Davis out to the right. Shotgun formation for Jackson Flaherty. He's going to drop back. Carroll comes with a little pressure, lofts it, and it is caught. Nope, incomplete. One guy said caught. That was at the 10. The other receiver, the other official says no, incomplete. So they'll wipe off the completion. It'll bring up second down and 10 to go.
Got one of our chain gang guys down there.
One
He's
of
back
them
up
down?
and moving.
Okay.
Yep. He looks like he just got ran over there.
15-29 now throwing the football for Jackson Flaherty, so just over 50%. A touchdown, 4 interceptions. McIntyre, Flaherty, Chase line up to the left. Jackson out of the shotgun. Kirchhoff lines up to his left. Valley Davis to the right. No pressure this time from Carroll. Jackson going to roll out, trying to throw. Now he's going to take off running. He's going to get out of bounds. Where they're going to mark him out at. They're going to give him the 11. That's going to be a pickup of 8. And it's going to bring up a third down and 2 to go. Minute 10 left in this one. Again, neither team with any timeouts remaining. And a lot of Carroll Tiger defenders out there with their hands on their hips. That means that they're a little bit tired.
Yep.
And it's been a long night in this heat.
Yeah. And they really did not get a good break there after the onside kick.
And they've played, I think, a lot of man-to-man here tonight, which can wear on a guy trying to run behind a guy all the time. McIntyre lines up to the right. Will they run the football here just to get the first down?
Nope.
They do. They keep it with Jackson Flaherty. Now he throws it. It's batted into the air and incomplete. And we're going to get a flag coming in late. And if they call that pass interference, that is a bad call because he got there at the time of the ball. And I don't think you can say that's a defensive receiver as well. I don't know what this call is going to be.
No, and he was
that call came so late well.
He was making a play on the ball there.
This could be the ball game here, because this would give them a first down and inside the 10. Humboldt's got a couple of guys kneeling down. Everybody tired. They're going to say a hit to the head, going to go against Carroll. That I couldn't see, so that's probably the right call.
Carroll fans not happy with that
Not
call.
happy,
Though.
yep. Carroll wanting an explanation over here on the sidelines. They had broken that one up. They hit the guy as the ball got there, but they're going to say they hit him in the head. It's just tough when one official says incomplete and the other guy that's a little further away from the play. Now, he might have had a better angle at the hit.
Yep.
And they're going to mark this off from the 11. Where will they mark it to? It's going to go down to just outside of the 5. We've still got a minute 4 left in this game.
Yeah.
And if you're Humboldt, you're thinking you score here, you probably go for 2 because you've had the momentum now in scoring 2 straight touchdowns.
Yes, you have. If you're not watching this on the live stream right now, I highly recommend you get on there and watch this because this could be a very, very fun ending here.
First and goal for Humboldt. Ball at the left hash mark at the Carroll, just outside the 5. Flaherty out of the shotgun's going to have Kirchhoff lined up to his left. They've got twin receivers to each side. They'll snap it back. He's going to roll to his right. Milbauer keeps him in there. He's going to throw it down for Davis, incomplete, and we get 2 more flags, and that is going to go against Matt Collison on the coverage there, and I think they're going to call him for holding on the receiver in the end zone, which probably moves the ball down to about the 2-yard line.
Yeah, that's looks like there was hands play going both ways, but yeah, it's just
and that's going to be the call. So Carroll hurting themselves down the stretch here. And I know the coaching staff not going to be happy. It's hard to see from where we're at, even with the view we've gotten, and stuff. But for coaches, you got to stand up for your guys. So, of course, you're not wanting that call to go against you. But now the ball in between the 2 and 3 yard line. The Carroll crowd on their feet trying to make some noise.
just under a minute left to go here.
And it's, again, now still first down. So now they still have 4 chances to get it in from the 3. Carroll led it one time, 34-20. They're going to hand it off, and fighting his way down to the 1 is going to be McIntyre. It's going to bring up 2nd and goal, and now if you're Humboldt, they are going to hurry back to the line of scrimmage. 40 seconds and counting here in the game. Kirchhoff Flaherty out of the shotgun. He's going to run the option, tries to get it to the outside. He's a foot race with Polking, and they get 2 more flags. Are we going to get a face mask on the tackle? They're going to mark him. Nope, they're going to say now it looked like they were going to mark him inside the 1. Now they're going to talk and give him the touchdown. And if they call the penalty, Brett, I don't know the rule well enough. Can they take the penalty on the extra point, and would that move it down to about the 1-yard line?
I think so. I know in college and professional, that is the rule. I'm not 100% sure on high school, but I am about 85% sure they will get the ball inside the 1 here.
30 seconds left in the football game, and if Carroll doesn't hold on here, what a heartbreaking loss to kind of dominate most of the second half, but not be able to put Humboldt away. And Humboldt now, I'm assuming, going to go for 2. You're on the road. At home, you maybe play for the tie because your crowd behind you. On the road, you play for the win. It is going to be half the distance to the goal on that face mask call.
You know more than you give yourself credit for. You know that, Jeff?
Well, I watch so much college football, too, that sometimes it's hard for me to remember. I'm not Dan Pomeroy, so I don't always remember, the differences sometimes between the rules at the different levels. That's why Dan Pomeroy's Dan Pomeroy. So the ball going to be spotted in the middle of the field at about the 1-yard line, and Humboldt is going to go for 2. This is the ball game here. If they don't get it, they will go for another onside kick. If they get it, they'll squib probably, and Carroll's going to have to create something. What a finish we've got for you here tonight on KCIM and the CB Sports Network YouTube channel. They hand it off to McIntyre, hit in the backfield, slips away. Did he get in? No. Carroll Tigers defense comes up with the stop, the 2-point conversion, no good. And the Tigers cling to a 34-33 lead. Wow. We are going to step away. We'll take a break. We are back in 1 minute here on KCIM.
Only Pizza Ranch serves buffet your way.
Don't you mean my way, Mr. Voiceover Guy?
Sure, anyone's way, actually. Request your favorite pizza. We'll make it, bake it, and give you the first slice.
I can add peppers to pepperoni, Stampede on stuffed crust, maybe Texan taco on thin. No tomatoes on my half. How can I convince Mom to let us eat here every night?
It's buffet your way at Pizza Ranch. Say it with me, kid.
Oh, hell no. Not again. Has the roof on your home or business been damaged by the recent hailstorm? Does your roof need looked at? Let our hail damage experts at Brinks Exteriors work for you to get you a new roof. Call 712 Roof Pro. We know the last thing you want to do is worry about your biggest investment. Hail happens, but we can fix it. Call Brinks Exteriors now for a free roof inspection. 712 Roof Pro.
About anybody when they made it. Carroll Tigers got to come up with the onside kick here, as Humboldt will onside kick this one away. Tigers up 34-33. Rubel got the onside kick the last time, kicks it again, and this time the Carroll Tigers and Lincoln Burke fall on it, and that is going to seal the win for the Carroll Tigers. They just got to take one snap and kneel on the football, and they will get out of here with their first win of the season. And Brett, I may hold the player of the game and announce it during the scoreboard.
That's not a bad idea.
Because I think both of us agree.
Yep.
We couldn't see who made the tackle there on that extra, or that 2-point conversion, but whoever made that play, I think, is our player of the game.
I completely agree. I mean, that is the most important play of the game.
Yep.
And the player who stepped up and made that play, by far your player of the game.
So I will talk with Coach Rowetter, and we'll announce our Culver's player of the game during our New Way Auto Group scoreboard show tonight. We apologize to Culver's. We'll still get the banner out and everything, but I want to know who made that play, and that is who our Culver's player of the game is. Carroll Tigers win it here tonight. Whew.
Wow.
By a final of 34-33. One of most exciting and wildest football games I have called in a long time. We'll step away, take a break. We've got our Mackey Motors tailgate coming up in 3 minutes here on 1380 AM, 95.1 FM, KCIM.
These DMAC Carroll campus students are tomorrow's nurses. They're leaders, smart, dedicated, and they care about their community.
My experience in DMAC nursing so far, I get to make a difference in people's lives during their most vulnerable times, and I build friendships along the way.
The interaction between the faculty, staff, and professor with the students are really close. They really help us a lot every time.
Get started today.
Since 1968, Mackey Motors has been serving Lake City and the surrounding communities with new and certified pre-owned vehicles. Mackey Motors is a full-service dealership providing oil changes in our Quick Lube Express bays, a service department with world-class trained technicians, a body shop and collision center with the latest equipment, a full vehicle detailing department, or come talk with one of our highly knowledgeable sales staff.
Recipient of the GM Mark of Excellence Award for 16 years running. Together, let's drive at Mackey Motors in Lake City. MackeyMotors.com.
From footings to framing to finish. For farm, home, or commercial, for more than 90 years, Wall Lake Lumber Company has been proud to help our communities grow. With 4 convenient locations and one of the largest building material inventories in the area, we are sure to be able to fill all your building needs. From project design and estimating to friendly advice, we can't wait to be part of the process for you. Wall Lake Lumber, with locations in Wall Lake, Lakeview, Odebolt, and Carroll. We're not your grandpa's lumberyard.
Life's better when you're under our roof.
Danny dreams fearlessly.
Because when you feel protected,
It's okay.
your family's free to pursue their dreams.
So are you brave?
I'm brave.
I'm fearless.
I'm fearless.
Bundle life and save up to 25% on home and auto. American Family Insurance.
For details, contact Nicole Unken at Nicole Unken Agency.
Midwest Wholesale is your local building products headquarters. We have everything you need for your smaller home improvements to the building of your home or commercial building. We pride ourselves on giving you top-notch service, quality products with competitive prices. So whether you're a do-it-yourselfer, a contractor, or you just need a little help on a project, Midwest Wholesale is a one-stop resource for all your building needs. Midwest Wholesale, how you want it, when you want it, where you want it, we deliver.
Motor Inn of Carroll is your hometown team for all of your sales, service, parts, and collision needs all season long. From the helpful sales staff to the area's best service department, Motor Inn of Carroll has the expertise that you need to stay on the road and keep that auto investment looking good. From work to play, they have it all. Good luck to all the area teams from Motor Inn of Carroll.
First win of the season tonight. Jeff Blankman and Bret Lux with you here on the Mackey Motors tailgate, brought to you by Mackey Motors Lake City, recipient of the GM Mark of Excellence Award for the last 16 years running. Together, let's drive at Mackey Motors in Lake City. Check them out online as well at MackeyMotors.com. We're coming to you live here from the Gatorade broadcast booth. 34-33 Carroll. I think the Tigers can take a breath. It'll be interesting to hear what Coach Rowetter has to say tonight on the New Auto Group scoreboard show and also on the Peach Ranch Coaches show coming up tomorrow. But the Tigers get a big win here tonight.
Yeah, and that was just I think I took a few years off my life there. What a great game played by Carroll High. They when it came down to it, they needed a single yard to win the game.
Yep.
And they never gave up on themselves. They never counted themselves out. They played defense. They bowed up. And we're not sure yet who made the tackle, but that was such a great team effort there in this game. And that's why we have to give the player of the game to whoever made the tackle.
Whoever it was. And we'll announce that coming up again during the scoreboard show tonight on KCIM and Kick. I also credit Lincoln Burke. You didn't get the recovery on the one onside kick. They kick it right to you the next time. and you confidently go out and say, he looked at him and said, kick me the ball.
Yes,
and
yeah.
they kicked it to him, and he recovered it to clinch the win here tonight. So a lot of guys stepping up and getting the win here tonight. So Brett, I appreciate you joining us. I'm going to wrap things up so that we can I can get down onto the field and get that interview done for the scoreboard show with Coach Rowetter. Again, the Carroll Tigers winning it here tonight by a final of 34-33 over Humboldt. They move to 1-2 on the season. They'll head to Lewis Central coming up next Friday night. For my broadcast partner, Mr. Bret Lux, for our videographer, Megan Berger, this is Jeff Blankman saying thank you for listening to Carroll Tiger football coverage here tonight on KCIM, and thanks to Casey Miners for fixing my boo-boo at the beginning of the game where I didn't get us on the air the way I was supposed to. So thanks to everybody that helped out tonight. Don't forget, New Way Auto Group scoreboard show tonight, 10 to midnight here on KCIM and at Kick 106.7. Have a great night.